or this is, that's, I don't think that's my chat. Let me grab chat, boom, and then let me grab recent events. That's not, I could use this.
Can you easily get to Moobot?
Moobot.
If you can't, no big deal.
What do you need Moobot for?
I imagine the donation chat command is probably still on from the charity stream. Just
and what does it do?
It just says, "Oh, here's the page to go donate."
To donate. Yeah, I think I could get.
Which I mean, people are welcome to, but that's not. We're not going to eat anything gross if they do donate.
Right.
So.
Happy Mother's Day, some random hobo. Okay, how do I?
It'll Moobot. If you search for it, it'll probably be the first search result. Yeah.
I never put. Is it moobot.com or we'll just?
Yeah, just search for it. Should be the first. Yeah, that one, and then it'll connect with your Twitch account, so that'll probably do it.
Connect with Twitch.
There we go.
Okay, now what?
There should be a little custom command. I guess it's like mobile view. Oh, yeah. See the exclamation point? Custom commands. The first option.
Commands.
And then you see where it says recent commands, the donate.
Hang on. Okay, what?
See the donate one?
Yeah.
Just turn it off.
From on to off.
There we go. We're good.
Okay, so that could go. Hey, thank you for the charity stream. Tell me, Dr. Evil, what we get Joe to eat?
We got Joe to eat pig's feet this year.
No way.
From lips last year to feet this year.
Yeah.
We got him to eat to swallow for charity vodka with silkworm pupas in it.
Oh my God, he swallowed pupas?
Oh, a lot. And
he must like pupas.
He ate them a lot faster than the pig's feet, for sure.
Yeah, I think he likes pupas. All right, let's keep going. Keep talking.
Let's see. We had some gross jelly beans and some hot jelly beans.
Mm-hmm.
We had some hot sauce. We had... Pull me out here, chat. What was else on the wheel? We had these candies that look like peppermints, the white and red kind of stripe thing. But when you put it in your mouth, it tastes like hot dogs.
Oh, gross.
Like cafeteria hot dogs. Like not the, ballpark hot
Doc
dogs.
had like 15 durian candies.
And the durian candies. Yeah, those are the... and then, we got the special Shrek G Fuel, the gag one, the onions and waffles flavor. We had to take...
That was the worst.
It's... Like you open it, even in its powder form, it contaminates the air.
The whole air, yeah.
And
I was hanging out with my mom chat during that. Bad timing on that. So why didn't I eat gross stuff for charity? Wasn't there. I was hanging out with the mom.
We in chat raised $5,000, which was our real goal. 10,000 was a stretch goal, but 5,000 is what we aimed for.
Hell yeah.
And that was 5,000 in 4 hours. That's pretty good.
Really good. That was really good. Okay, chat, we are learning a brand new game today. Me and Dr. Evil are playing in Lord of the Rings. This is perfect because Dr. Evil actually enjoys Lord of the Rings lore, and he knows a lot. I'm happy to hear that because I like it too. Dragon Emperor. They kept the Dragon Emperor.
We couldn't do our preferred scenario yet.
Yeah, I wanted to actually go back in time and take over the destroyed kingdom of Arnor, which is Games Workshop made miniatures for this lost kingdom that you don't get to see in the Peter Jackson movies. It was destroyed before that. So I have a whole Arnor force, but Games Workshop has not released the book for it yet. You know what's so funny is, those books that I have, the older version?
Mm-hmm.
They released the Battles of Arnor.
Yeah.
And that was their last expansion, and then they went to the new edition.
Oh.
So I do have Arnor, and that's why all those guys are all painted all nice, and there's a bunch of characters, because there was. But then they went to this new edition, and now I got to rebuy the book. So
In the new edition, they're saying that's like one of the best rule sets they've done.
Yeah, and well, even the old edition is, that's the rule set that says that's one of the best they've ever done.
There we go, limited time, best GW game system.
There you go. Well, maybe limited time. If you hang out with us, AK, maybe you'll be able to help us through the rules, because this is a learning session. I don't know how to play. So we'll do...
Pete's in chat. Say hi to
Pete. Where?
Fly Purdue.
There you go, Fly Purdue. I don't see Fly Purdue. Where is he at?
He must be further up in the chat, but people are saying hi to him. So
what's up, Pete? So the scenario we're going to do for you today is Dr. Evil is a wild man. He's from the Hill Tribes, and he's breaking down my doors, and he's going to burst through Edoras, even though Edoras is not here yet. And then he's just going to pour through, and it's going to be to the death. So it says, once again, fate has pitted the forces of good and evil against each other, and no matter the cost, the enemy must be slain. No quarter shall be asked, and none shall be given. Only the Valar who will know who will win the day. So basically, victory goes to the force that can crush the foe and slay the enemy leader. All right. Players choose their forces as described on pages 134 to an equal point value before the game. We've got some narrative stuff that we're going to do initially here, and then we'll do starting positions. We already did that. Initial priority. Since we're doing a narrative thing, we'll do. We'll just let after I do the little narrative bows and moving around, we'll let you go first. All right, objectives. The game lasts until the end of a turn in which one force has been reduced to a quarter of its starting number of models or below. This is interesting. This is the second scenario, because I'm used to Warhammer, where it's just like smash each other's faces until you get victory points. And the game doesn't end if you lose a quarter, because it seems like you're going to lose a quarter instantly, right? Why would the game just end? Because scenario 1, the game lasts until the end of a turn in which one force has been reduced to a quarter.
Quarter of our points or quarter of our units, like figures?
I guess a quarter of its starting number of models or below. At which point the force that has scored the most victory points wins the game. If both players have the same number of victory points, the game is a draw. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see where that game ends. But you and me, we can keep playing it out until the last man if we want to, if it's fun. All right, so here's how you score victory points. 1 victory point for causing 1 or more wounds on the enemy leader. Wounds prevented by a successful fate roll do not count. If you kill the enemy leader, you score 3 victory points. You score 3 victory points if the enemy force is broken at the end of the game. If the enemy force is broken and your force is unbroken, you instead score 5 victory points. So we'll need to see what broken means. And then finally, you score 1 victory point if you have at least 1 banner remaining at the end of the game. If you have at least 1 banner remaining and your opponent has none, you score 2. So it looks like the Games Workshop wants you to buy a bunch of banner miniatures, because banners kind of rally your people and inspire them. I don't have any banners, and I'll need to buy some. I have like 1 banner for the orcs and 1 banner for Minas Tirith, but not for Rohan or the Wild Men. You score 2 victory points if the enemy force is reduced to 25% of its starting models at the end of the game. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. See, I saw it flipped. I thought it meant if we lose 25%, the game is over. No, it means when your whole army is reduced to a quarter of your starting number, then the game's over. That makes more sense.
Quarter of our starting.
So instead of losing 1 quarter, you have to lose 3 quarters. And then the game stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 1 quarter and we stop. Oh, well, that stopped before it started. All right. Moving on.
Okay.
All right. So I'll get the rules over here because this is probably going to come up often since we don't know how to play. And I was actually hoping to do a little recording of this one to help me with doing potential recording. So hold on.
Talk to you, chat. See, was Titan in chat? I see Jimmy. I see Exclusion. You don't know me. It's Dr. Evil, the person who banned you.
All right, here, Dr. Evil, let's get you this little clip. If you'll just clip it to your shirt like that.
Uh-huh. Oh, these two locally record the sound.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Okay, let's see if I have a B camera. Oh, I don't have a B camera. Let's get the B camera going. How are you, Dr. Evil? Stevie Mike.
There's Stevie Mike. There's a Flippy in chat. It's not past your bedtime, Flippy. Got to be 1 a.m. over there.
I think it's past his bedtime.
Oh, I already passed all the durian candies, Flippy. Those went right through me.
Oh my God.
It's the pig's feet. The hairs on the feet, they stick. They take a while to process because they're.
That's so gross.
We had to shave a couple of the feet for OJ because he didn't like the hair. He didn't want hair on his feet.
Right. That is so gross. I wouldn't want hair on my feet either.
Oh, we also had these Lay's potato chips.
Yeah.
They were octopus wasabi flavored.
Oh, gross.
And I like octopus.
Yeah, I like octopus too.
But they're poorly made.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like Lay's. Like, this tastes like horseradish and octopus. And then as we had them out over the course of the 4 hours, they got stale.
Uh-huh.
Like, so those are not good.
That's gross. All right. Do you remember the name of the stupid place back in War of Rohim? Was it Usurpers of?
Which army
place
list?
They call it
Edoras.
Is this Edoras? We'll just say it's Edoras.
This is kind of like the walls of it.
Yeah.
Because high up on the hill, theirs is the King's Hall, but they got to get through this first.
So
before.
that was Edoras in the movie, War of the Rohim.
Yeah, the first part they fight over Edoras, and then the Rohirrim retreat to Helm's Deep.
Is he too loud, chat? Or is your volume good? I want them to be able to hear Dr. Evil. Can you hear Dr. Evil fine? Is he too loud? Talk to me.
I'm talking to you. Oh, so after the good guys lose Edoras and they retreat to Helm's Deep, and that's where the climax is. A little loud. Oh, maybe I should.
Okay, pull the mic away from your face.
How about now?
That might be too much. Bring it half.
Like that.
Okay, now tell me.
So, this battle, the Hillmen attack Edoras, right? Mm-hmm. And Edoras, they've got these little dinky walls, right, and wooden houses. So they beat them, and so the Rohirrim retreat to Helm's Deep because that's a proper fortress.
And that's where but it's not called Helm's Deep at that point.
Yeah, it's just
because it's named after Hammerhand.
Yeah, it's called the Hornburg before it's called Helm's Deep. So they retreat to the Hornburg.
So both him and the music are too loud? No, that can't be the case. Maybe settings have changed. Every once in a while when I have a power outage over here, all the settings get changed, which is shitty. Thank you, a wretch. That sounds fun.
Stevie
sounds fun. All right, I believe
fine.
Stevie.
Okay.
I believe a wretch. A wretch is. I don't know how to say it. A wretch is. Okay. All right, so let me do a little setup here. So this is the Kingdom of Rohan. Let me try to remember my character names. I've already forgotten them.
You got Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. No. Ham Sandwich.
Ham Sandwich.
And his brother Hama.
I remember Hama. Hama is the bow guy.
Yep.
And what's the other guy called?
Halath.
Here, look it up so that I can get it right. And you know your guys. Your guys are easy to remember. Wolf
they have
and
cool names.
Targ.
Yeah, and they don't begin
General
with the same
Targ
letter.
and Wolf.
Here we go. So, yeah.
Ham sandwich.
Howleth is the
Howleth.
Axe Prince.
Howleth, Axe Prince, and
Hamma,
the Bow Prince.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Hamlet, and Ham Sandwich. That's their nicknames. Deep lore. I'm telling you the deep lore, chat.
Okay, so give me those one guys.
Oh. The extra ones they gave us?
Yeah, the extra ones that they gave us. And I'll recreate this. Okay.
Raise your hand, chat, if you watched War of the Rohirrim, chat. The animated movie.
War of the Rohirrim. If you've seen the new Lord of the Rings movie that came out, was it this year or last year?
Maybe early this year or late last year.
I don't remember.
It's on HBO or Max.
Hey Google, when did War of the Rohirrim come out? December 2024. Okay. I liked War of the Rohirrim. Well, we're about to do that. Okay. So I'm going to local record here, and then I'm also going to use this fancy camera, and for the first time, kind of get some close-up and some thematic things if I want to make a battle report out of this. Okay. Here we go. Okay, what? No, these aren't working. Are they? No. How do we make this work? Yeah, okay, so press the button on your microphone.
All right.
Press and hold the link button. See the two loops are linking. Press and hold it for like 3 seconds.
Okay, it's green now.
Okay, let go and then see. Oh, transmitter 1 disconnected.
Nope.
Are you transmitter 1 or am I transmitter 1? Yeah, maybe if I hit the power button. I'm gonna hit the power button. It goes off. Hit the power button, it goes on. Transmitter 2 connected and used for audio output. Okay, actually hit the power button until it goes off. Okay, now hit the power button again. Don't press too hard. Okay. There we go.
Solid blue.
Or both. Perfect. Okay.
Thirsty Dell, did you watch the Gollum video game playthrough that's on the AGS Live VOD archive?
Yes, please, Thirsty Dell, watch that. It's hilarious. It's one of the worst games we've played. But yes, I did hear they're making a live-action Golem movie. I was actually telling Dr. Evil, they're making a live-action Golem and a live-action Gandalf, right? I hope the Golem movie shows a lot of the Smeagol Hobbit life. Yeah, that probably will be happening. Okay, let me record. Ready? And okay. Okay, we are here at Edros. No, what is it?
Edoras.
Edoras, okay. All right. All right, me and Dr. Evo are here for a game of Middle-earth strategy battle game. And as you can see, we are here at the walls of Edoras, and we are doing a War of the Rohirrim battle. If you've seen that animated movie, check it out. We have Hammer Fist here, punching the father of Wolf. I forgot what that guy's name is. Freka. So if you've seen it, basically the lore is he punches him out in one punch, which kind of starts a little war between the people of the Hills tribe and the Rohan. So We're a little unprepared. He just punched him out. These two won't participate. We have the miniatures, but we're just learning the rules. That's setting up the battle. So here comes the forces of the Hills tribesmen. They are at our gates, and we're going to do a little narrative thing. We were completely unprepared. So I get one turn of shooting with some bowmen, and then my guys will retreat to the center, and then the Rohan forces will basically show up, rush the courtyard, and try to stop the hill tribesmen from destroying Edoras. Now, we're doing a special rule because it's hard to assault a castle, essentially. We're going to say these walls really aren't here. So they're just going to walk right through the walls because they've already, I don't know, exploded all of them, and they're ready to come through.
Well, they live in the hills,
There you
so
go.
they can climb up stuff.
Right.
Hills. It's like, you know.
Exactly. All right, so let's do that now. Starting turn one, we're going to give priority automatically to me for the narrative bit, and we'll fire some bows. So let's fire some bows at the Hills tribesmen and see how that works. Okay. Quick reference guide. How do you shoot in the game? So when we activate, we roll for priority. You automatically win. And then we do a movement phase. We'll say in this instance, this is how everybody moved. And then you do a activation phase. No, you do the move phase. Okay, and not an activation. So you do a move, then you do the shoot phase. Okay, start of the shoot phase. Player with priority shooting phase. So in this case, it's you who's going to shoot first. Interesting. Okay, where are all your bowmen? You got 2 and 2? Mm-hmm. Okay, you
4 and 4.
4 and 4? Okay, hold on. Because I'm the defender, let me fire these 4 guys first. Then you can do your onslaught.
Okay.
All right, so let's go straight to the wall here.
Would your honorable warriors fire the first shot?
Well, you're clearly here. You just exploded a bunch of our gates. You're clearly here for a reason, and it's not to give us hugs. Players with priority. Okay, start of the shoot. Any special rules come into play? Make a shooting attack. The bottle may make a single shooting attack with one of their missile weapons. Any special rules that come into play are resolved then. How to shoot. Check line of sight. Okay, I'm going to shoot. I guess it would make sense to shoot a guy with a shield and a sword. So I'm going to shoot that guy. This guy right here is shooting that guy. Roll to hit. Roll a d6 to see if a model has hit their target based on... Okay, so first I need to see what is my shoot value. Okay, the shoot value is a 3. All right. What does that mean, though? Well, we are super new to the game here.
I think those.
Here, I need
like
the rule
first
book.
page, yeah.
Most important rule is code of conduct. Code of conduct. How dare you act inappropriately towards me, Dr. Evil. You are evil. Shooting. Okay. Rolling to hit. Well, you'll need to see if they're hit. Not all fighters have equal skill when shooting. Compare it to the fire's shoot value. This is called the shoot roll. Model shoot value is the score it needs to equal or beat for the shot to hit his target. Okay. Equal or beat my shoot value. My shoot value is 3. Yeah? What's your shoot value?
Is that just the S?
I think it's the S. Let me double check.
There's an SV.
That's save value, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. Number 5, characteristics. Yeah. Okay, equal or beat the 3. Here we go. So, firing at that guy right there. Hey, I got it. A 4. So now the bow and arrow hits you. Make any in-the-way rolls. If there are any models or terrain along the path to the target, you will need to see if the shot has hit its target or something in the way. Then roll to wound. If the shot hits a model, roll to see if the hit model suffers a wound or not. Okay, and to suffer a wound, missile weapon is strength 2. What is your defense?
Guessing that's the D.
Yeah.
3.
A strength 2 versus the chart, if we look here, a strength 2 versus the chart of 3 means, a 5 plus. So there's not a good chance to, that's really ineffective fire. Nothing. Okay.
Do the shields equipment do anything to their base values?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we'll look that up. Beep, beep. S, if I go.
He does have some soldiers from Rune hack roots.
Shield at 93. I've got almost every army in the game. It's just we need rules for them. Shields. A shield increases the defense characteristic of its bearer by 1. Where the shield is listed in the model's war gear, that bonus is already taken into account in its characteristics profile. However, if the model purchases the shield as an upgrade, you'll need to increase its defense by 1. So you'll need to increase its defense by 1. Shields also have the following rules. Cumbersome. If a model uses a hand and a half weapon as a two-handed weapon whilst carrying shield, you'll lose the +1 bonus to their defense. None of your guys are doing that. Shielding. Either prior to rolling any dice in a dual roll, a shield armed model who is involved in a fight may declare that they're shielding. A model that is shielding doubles their attacks when making the dual roll to see who wins the fight, though they don't gain any bonuses for the type of weapon they have, as they have elected to use their shield. Thus, a shielding model with 1 attack would roll 2 dice. If the shielding model wins the fight, however, they make no strikes against the enemy, having put all their effort into just surviving. Okay, that's the other thing the shield does. And that's it.
So, you didn't injure me anyway, but because he has a shield, he was 1 more. He had 4 defense instead of 3 defense.
Yeah. So, exactly. So, let's look at the chart. 2 versus 4, it's still a 5 plus.
Okay.
All right, so that was the first archer. Second archer fires. Gets a 6. I don't think there's anything like a critical hit here. I'm gonna double check. Learning a brand new system.
Did we say S is shoot? Or
S is
strength?
shoot value. S is shoot value.
Okay.
The strength is going to be on a chart of your weapon.
Oh.
I'll have that here on this chart. This is bow weapon strength. I'm actually unsure where the other strength is. It's probably the strength. We'll get to fights when we get there. All right, so I hit you with the second bow. Need to get a 5 to kill you. That ain't gonna do it. All right, on the other side, I've got 2 archers there. They are going to fire at, choose one of the guys with a shield. Yeah, okay, that guy. Ready? Need a, what was it, a 3? Okay, the first archer misses. The second archer misses as well, so that sucks. And then that's basically it for the opening salvo.
For your shooting phase.
For my shooting phase, I didn't kill a single person. Yeah, let me see if that's how I'm gonna do it.
Hey, Mike Z.
All right, for the record, let's see, is there... I guess you couldn't really do fast rolling if I were to do, okay, here's my 2 bows into your guys, and then I need a 5. Okay, I got 1 5. What would happen if I actually did get hit you? Let's just do an example.
Yeah.
So I actually hit you with 1, then I roll to wound. If the shot hits a model, roll to see if the model suffers a wound or not. Any model that was reduced to 0 wounds is slain and removed to as a casualty. Now, you already have an armor already built into your stat because we didn't have to upgrade your guy. Mm-hmm. So how many wounds does your guys have?
These tribesmen all have 1 wound.
Oh,
They
okay.
have 1 armor as well.
So that would literally only kill 1. And then we would go on the other side, 2 arrows hit, and 1 arrow kills. Okay. That's super simple. Then this whole thing is going to go really quickly. So that's the fight phase, and then we'll move on. Okay, so just for thematic purposes, we're going to say you lose 2 guys, 1 over here and 1 over there. So, but let me do the camera first. Okay. All right, the archers get 1 opening salvo. These 2 archers fire down on the enemy and kill 1 wild man. These archers on this end fire 2 arrows. They both strike, but only 1 more is killed.
He forgot his shield, so he was like,
Yeah, left his shield behind, and that guy dies. Okay, and that's pretty much it. These 4 gate guards are bracing for the incoming forces to come through, and now it is on to Dr. Evil. Okay, so now we'll do a real turn. That was just kind of for funsies. Now we do the real turn, and here's the real turn. You have priority. Let's just say you win that priority roll. Both players get a chance to activate each of their models in turn, allowing them to move them and use any magical powers or special rules they have in the move phase. The player with priority activates all of their models first, followed by the player without priority. So this is just simply moving. How fast do your guys move?
that is the MV.
Yeah.
My tribesmen can all do 6 inches.
Oh my God. Okay, well, grab a tape measure, which is over on that side, and start flowing into battle.
All right. And then I can do my shoot phase after the move phase.
So you're going to move first, and then once you're done moving, then I'm going to move, and then you're going to shoot, then I'm going to shoot, then we're going to fight. Not supers and legends SMG Bandit. That's not Super Sandal. I keep trying his name in lots of different ways, but this is an extremely generous subscription here. Where is my Twitch alerts? I don't have Twitch alerts, or did it not fire off? I don't think it fired off.
I heard it.
I heard it on the other computer.
Oh.
Maybe that's why, because it went to the other computer. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Hold on. I got to give this gentleman credit for being very generous. Log in. Oh man, why is it making me?
I'm ignorant to the measurement. Is the tip of their circle or the middle of their model?
Yeah, you're not used to that. So wherever you start from, so
Yeah.
the start of their base,
Okay.
and then you go all the way. So let's say if it was 3 inches, that
Yeah.
would be like the start of his base, and then you would go to and then stop at the
Start of the base.
start of the base to the start of the base.
Okay.
But that guy can actually go 6, so
Yeah.
you want to put him.
So I'm gonna have my chieftain guy lead the charge.
Right. And I think what this is when you move, you have to stay 1 inch outside of the control zone. Maybe. I don't know. Moving models. To move a model may move in any direction. Models may not move through other models. Therefore, a model there must be enough space for its base to be able to pass through without disrupting another base's model. Generally, the facing of the model doesn't matter. Okay, control zones. Although models, so to represent this, every model has a control zone of 1 inch in imaginary ring. No model may enter the control zone of an enemy unless they are charging the model in question. We will cover the rules for charging in a moment. Well, yeah, let me go and look that up right now. Charging enemies. Charging is a special type of move that allows your model to end its move in base-to-base contact with an enemy model. The main rule that governs whether or not a model can charge is that it must have line of sight to its intended target before it starts to move. Charge is simple. Measure the distance as you would for any other move. If you have enough movement to reach your target, move your model into base contact with the target. Once a model has charged into an enemy and it's in base-to-base contact with it, they're both engaged and cannot move any further during that movement phase. Okay, I think basically all your guys get really, really close. You can go ahead and overwhelm those guys, put them in base-to-base if you want.
Okay. Not going to have my archers move because they're in shooting position already. But because they're hillmen, they can
jump.
They can jump over these hills. Hillmen.
This is a narrative special rule. This is not in the game. Obviously, it would be much harder to do, and we would have to mess around with the points and stuff, and bring catapults and bring.
It's a classic movie. Hillmen can jump.
Hillman can jump. Okay, so after you move, then it's my turn to move. Are
we in the timeline where 2 of my guys died, or was that?
Yeah,
just
we're in that timeline.
Okay, then this guy and this guy are dead.
Okay. All right. Now I will move, and oh shit.
Load the cannons! Load the cannons! Raise the sails! I mean, lower the sails! Lower the
Admiral Brocoat, thank you for the 500 bitties. Just fireball everything, burn the village. Oh my God, you would really want me to sacrifice my entire village? Okay, my guys move at 6 inches, so sound the alarm! Sound the alarm! The enemy is here. Move up. Alrighty. And then how fast do horses move? So I think I'm going to have an inherent advantage. Oh no, I don't know how fast horses move. It probably is a generic movement for all horses.
Unless it's Shadowfax.
Yeah, Shadowfax is Gandalf's horsey. So let's see what cavalry says. 58, page 58. 58 says. Cavalry. Cavalry movement. Well, where's... It doesn't have... Do you know how fast your cavalry... Oh, 10 inches. Cavalry steeds. Various models can take an amount of any kind. The more unusual ones are listed in the rider's entry. But you have a horse, an armored horse, move at 10. A pony moves at 8. A warg moves at 10. So, 10. Alright, I'm going to lead from the front here. You know, I just realized that even though I say that I'm not giving myself any advantages, I think I'm going to have an inherent advantage because of the way I'm about... It looks like I'm about to, what do you call, pin you. You need to break out.
Well, maybe one, I say this after you've moved everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe these guys are all in the back chilling.
I think I like freeze for one turn right now after a...
Yeah, they're all around watching the fight. You know, they're like, yeah. It's like, oh, whoops, he killed him.
Right.
They don't know that this attack is happening yet, so maybe that's the freeze.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I have moved. You have moved. Let me get the new positions on camera to the movement phase.
Admiral Bro Code caused OJ to eat a lot of gross stuff on Friday.
Okay, here come the wildlings. What are they, Dunlings?
Dunlendings.
Dunlendings. Here come the Dunlendings through the gate. They are very close, and they have scaled the walls, so my guys are in trouble on both ends. Let's see if we can hold them back. All right, go ahead, and we'll move into the fight. Or the shoot phase. Actually, it's the shoot phase first. But I don't think you want to shoot. Do you want to shoot?
Yeah, I'm going to have my archers shoot a couple of your archers.
Okay, sounds good. They will get the in-the-way rolls, because if there's any models or terrain along the path, you will need to see if the shot has hit the target or something in the way. So you have a little harder time shooting up through there, but... I'll let you know. So what's your shoot value? I think it's 3, right?
Yeah, it's probably the same as your guys. S of 3.
All righty. Go ahead and fire one at a time, telling us the targets.
All right. Let's go on this side. So first archer on the left. I don't know if, you know...
Mm-hmm.
He's aiming at this guy. Is there any in the way for this one?
That one won't be in the way, no.
So this is my easiest one, so he'll go first.
He missed.
All right.
Needed a 3 or more. Next guy.
I'm going to put this dice away. That one's unlucky. Next guy.
That one, I say, not in the way.
Not in the way.
The rest are in the way.
All right. 3.
So he hits. Now he needs to see if he wounds. And the strength of a bow is 2 versus my guy's value defense of 4. 2 versus 4 is 5 plus. Oh, thank God. Okay, so it plinks off of my armor.
Okay.
Next guy.
Next guy is going to aim at same guy.
Okay, there will be an in-the-way roll for this. Models in the way. Sometimes when you're taking shots with your models, you'll find other models partially obscure your original target. This is slightly more complicated than when scenery is in the way. Oh, first, good models may not take shots if there's any risk of striking another good model. However, evil models don't care for the lives of their friends and can make the shots regardless of what or who is in the way. So you can still do it. I can't do it. All right, go ahead. 2, that's a miss.
All right. Next guy, he's going to shoot at this guy here, who's kind of hiding behind the wood thing. So he's going to shoot at this archer.
Okay, that'll be in the way. So go ahead.
6.
Okay, so that you successfully hit. But then often you'll find there's objects in the way. If you pass your shoot roll, you will need to take an in-the-way test for each obstruction. So purpose-built fortifications, large rocky outcrops, windows, doorways is 5+ to pass. So you have to make a 5+ now.
A new roll.
A new roll. Okay. And then if it gets past that, then you have to make one more roll.
For the wounding.
For the wounding.
2. Okay.
2.
So it hits the wood.
That hits the wood. Yeah.
All right. So that's that side of archers, and then these 4 archers. Is it faster if for the same target or no, because we have to do all the rolls, so one at a time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing, this guy to that guy.
Yeah.
So in the way, the wood is in the way. So
yes.
Let's see if you can hit.
This is hard as hell for archers here. You did hit, but now in the way.
5+.
You got it. Now it's 5+ to kill because
He only
it's
has
your
1 rune.
bow 2 versus my defense of 4. So 3 5s in a row, or 2 5s in a row would kill me.
I'll get that one later. 4.
Nope, doesn't do it.
All right.
So that arrow actually plinks off my shield.
Mm-hmm. So okay, same thing.
Yep.
4.
That hits.
In the way.
In the way.
Hits
Nope.
the wood.
Yeah, hits the wood.
All right. Next guy, same target.
Miss. Last
Next
archer.
guy. Hits.
Okay. 5 to
In the way.
Fortification. Flunks into the fortification.
All right. That's my shooting.
Okay, that is all of your shooting. I'm not doing any shooting because I have a bunch of people in the way. You are engaged with me, so I can't shoot. I think when you're engaged, you can't fire. So we would go to the fight phase. In the fight phase, any models that are engaged in combat will fight. The player with priority will decide the order in which the combats are resolved. So you get to choose. The fight phase can be broken down into this. Okay, so combats are paired off. So that's the only thing about this system that was a little wacky. The player with priority will pair off those models that are engaged in combat into individual combats where possible. So I've got to read the rules for how to do this, because I think what you could do is, for example, on this end, this would be a pair, and then this would be a pair, because I think if a model touches another model, then he can contribute, or maybe that's only spears. I don't know. Let me look. All right, so we need to pair. Okay, but over here you have so pair off people here. You can go 2v1, you can go 1v1, you can go 3v1.
All right, so 2v1, 1v1, 1v1.
And
this is definitely 1v1, and we'll see about
maybe
him.
a 2v1. Okay. So which combat do you want to do first? Because you have priority, you get to choose.
Let's do this side. Let's do the 2v1.
2v1, where my guy is probably certain to die. Okay. So let's look at the fight phase. Players roll a number of dice equal to the number of their attacks to see who wins. Gather the number of dice you need for the dual roll. Use different colored dice for each model with modifiers or might points, if available. Declare any special strikes or two-handed attacks. Roll all your dice. Interesting. Using dice. Different. Okay. Drawing combats. Loser backs away. Duel.
Hey, Samurai.
Both players make a duel roll to see who wins the fight. The player with multiple models rolls a number of dice for each model they have involved in the fight, equal to their attack's characteristic. What is your attack's characteristic?
That is the A.
Yeah.
1.
Mine is 1. Okay, so for that 2v1, you're rolling 2 dice, and I'm rolling 1. Let's go.
And what am I trying to get?
Have no idea.
Okay.
I got a 5, bitch. Ho-ho! That
Oh.
might be the 2v1 is going to work in my favor.
Is that Legolas up there? What's the...
Yeah. Let's see. So, when comparing the dice rolls to see which side is won, only consider the highest scoring dice and of each fight value on each side. So, your highest dice is 2. My highest dice is 5. Winner makes strikes. If the lone model wins a duel, it can make strikes against any of the models it's fighting. If the lone model loses the duel, the winners each make their strikes against the loser in an order chosen by the winner's controlling player. Multiple attacks. If the winner of a multiple combat has more than one attack, they may choose to resolve strikes against one target or against different models. So let's say my guy was a badass and he had 2 attacks. I could split between your guys, but I can only grab 1.
Question.
Yeah.
My Dunlendings
Yes.
have a special rule called Hatred Rohan.
Yes.
What does that mean? In case it affects my guys poking your
I
guys.
have no idea. You're going to have to look it up in the rule book.
Would
go to
it be in the army list?
Yeah,
or
it
would
would be in the army
Okay.
list. Because I don't have... Remember, Jay lost our rule book for the starter set. So I don't have... I'm sure it's listed right there in the starter set. But your guys hate my guys. And I should probably see what the special rule is for the Rohan.
Well, because, yeah, it's like special rules, hatred. So that
Oh,
was...
all it says is hatred? Okay, then that would be a keyword, in which case I would have it in my glossary, hatred X. What's your X value on hatred?
Rohan.
Okay, 109. Okay, hatred. A model with this special rule adds 1 to their wound rolls when fighting against combat against the models with the keyword listed in the brackets in its profile. For example, if a model has the hatred man special rule, it'll get a +1 to their wound rolls against all models with the man keyword. A model that has hatred Mordor would get +1 to wound rolls against all models with the Mordor keyword. So you get +1 to wound rolls. But I won the combat and I'm making the strikes. So double check to see what my guy's special rules are. How did you know you had the special rules? You just remember reading it?
Well, it was on my screenshot, and they
Oh, it's
they
on
say
your screenshot.
they basically all have a special rule. All my units have a special rule. Hatred.
So yeah, I got a special rule called Spear Mastery. Throwing spears are common in Rohan. This model may use its throwing spear as a normal spear. That's just for my throwing spear guys. My normal guys don't have any special rules. Okay. All right. So you get a fucking bonus against me? Damn, that's going to be rough.
They do hate you.
They
They hate
hate
because they took they took their jobs.
You took her jobs. So now we move on.
Oh, these
Winner
two
makes strikes.
Yeah.
Now roll to wound to try to cause any wounds. Okay, I don't know how to roll to wound. Oh, that's just simply on that chart. But what's the strength of my guy?
What
I
does
guess
he have?
it's
Because he has a bow normally, but
right. And does any of these axes and shit modify the strength? Strength. This is the characteristic to show how strong a model is. The higher the strength, the more easily it will injure an opponent. My strength is
Hey!
3.
How you liking the game?
Hey,
Is he
Admiral Broco,
Give me a full
arise,
breakdown.
arise,
Out of 10.
riders of Theoden. Fell deeds awake, fire and slaughter, spear shall be shaken, shield be splintered, a sword day, a red day, and ere, wait, is it airy? Ere the sun rises, ride now, ride now, hold the line. Okay, we're gonna see this one badass over here against these two. He has a strength of 3. What's your defense again? On a normal Dunlending dude?
3.
It's 3 unless you have a shield. Does your guy have a shield?
These two both have shields.
So then it goes up to a 4, but it's still a 5+. Okay, 5+ to wound. 5+ to wound. Oh! He takes out one of them. Oh, hang on.
So you turn around and like kick him off and says like,
Yeah. As this Rohan warrior is overwhelmed 2v1, he masterfully parries both of the wildling strikes and does a Sparta kick and kills one with and wounds and kills one wildman. Okay, let's keep going.
all right, our 1v1.
1v1. I got a 2. Uh-oh.
I got a 2.
Oh, what does this mean? Only consider the highest scoring dice and it. Okay, well, what happens if you tie? Doesn't say. Let's see. Normally there would be defended positions in this case, but we're ignoring that because
They're Hillmen.
they're Hillmen and we're given narrative. Bro, what happens when you tie? The player with the highest result wins. Players roll and dice equal to the number of their attacks to see who wins. Why wouldn't they just like have this right next to drawn combats? Okay, here we go. Quite often the highest score that both players get in the duel will be tied. When this is the case, compare the fight value of the models. The model with the highest fight value wins. If the fight values are also drawn, then the player with priority, which would be Dr. Evil, rolls a d6 to see who wins. On a 1 through 3, Evil wins. On a 4 through 6, Good wins. My fight value, FV, is 3.
Mine is 3.
So we tie again, and the priority goes to you, or you already have priority. 1 through 3, you win. 4 through 6, I win.
So I want to roll low. 1 through 3.
1 through 3, Evil wins.
Evil wins.
No, shit. Okay. Unfortunately, his comrade is not so lucky and gets cut down by a Dunling who jumped from the ramparts and ran his sword through my man's throat. Get him.
So I don't roll again for the wound?
Oh, my bad.
Okay, so I hit
My
him.
bad. You hit
I don't
him.
know if I've
Stand
hit
me
his
up,
shield
motherfucker.
or I ran him through.
Yeah, so you win the duel. Now you have to roll it's strength versus armor, and so you need a 5+. Roll
Although I have my hatred of you.
5. That's right. You hit on 4 pluses, you bastard.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you got him. Okay, so as I was saying before, unfortunately his comrade was not so lucky, and before he could react and cheer on his friend, he is cut down with a sword in his throat. Ugh. Okay, Next is these guys over here.
Do another one-on-one right here.
Yeah, one-on-one. 6.
2.
Ooh, I win that. And then I need a 5+. No. Okay. However, there's something else that happens. I think it's like a make way, like I push you back or something. So let's say winner makes strikes. Trapped. Okay, loser backs away. With the duel's winner determined, the loser must back away in a direction chosen by the controlling player. To back away, the loser must move 1 inch in a straight line away from the winner. So in this instance, oh yeah, so that guy needs to move 1 inch back. And then that guy will say, I knock him off the wall. And we'll do make way trapped. If a model cannot back away a full 1 inch, if it's backed against terrain such as a wall or boulder, or is completely surrounded. Then it does not move and it's left in the base content. These are base away. We'll say in this, just back him away because we're not counting the big thing. Jumping and leaping.
He's a hill man. He can jump.
Yeah, but I think there is falling. It's just we're not going to use it for this one. Okay, cool. Yeah.
What do we determine about this one?
Aha. Right. Let me look to see. Let's look at the spear rule because I think that will clue us in on whether if that guy can help or not, even though he doesn't have a spear. Spear's 86. Okay, spears. Infantry model with a spear may assist a friendly model with the same base or smaller in a fight in a special way. If an unengaged model armed with a spear is in base-to-base contact with a friendly model, it may then contribute a single attack to the fight using its own fight value and strength. Yeah, so if it was a spear guy, it would help. But since he's not a spear guy, it's just this guy.
Just a normal one-on-one.
Just a normal one-on-one. So this guy, 4.
5.
Oh, you win. And a 4 to kill.
Because he hates him.
Yeah.
And it's a 3.
Yeah, failed. But I would back away now. And we'll say that my guy goes this way. Okay. Let me grab my... Put that guy back up.
Oh, this guy?
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, on this side of the wall, I won that duel, and I did a Sparta kick. I didn't wound him, but I kicked him off. Boom. And this guy, but he's still alive back down there. And then this guy lost the duel, but he didn't take any damage, so he had to back up. And these two are back to back. It's probably time to retreat. And that is going to do it for the initial combat. So we'll speed things up as we go forward and kind of mass roll these and come back when we've had another turn. So that was kind of to give us an understanding of how this works. Now I think we can go a little faster. Now what is this? Oh,
that was my dead guy.
Put in a dead pile somewhere. Okay. Now we roll for priority because I think that's the end. Or let me see if there's some kind of end phase.
Well, what about these guys who have made contact here?
They didn't make contact because they need to make base-to-base contact. Did you purposefully stay outside of 1 inch? Is that what happened there?
Yeah, I didn't know if you said something about zone of control. I didn't because this one you said you could rush them. I didn't know what that.
I'm sorry, I wasn't finished reading it myself either. So if they could have made it in base-to-base, make as many one-on-ones as you can.
Okay, so basically these 4 guys, because of the width, they could have gone base to base.
Okay, so go ahead and do it now. Put them in base-to-base. But I have to be able to show me. Yeah. that one. Let's burst the door open.
Kool-Aid Man style. There we go.
Yeah, and have him just rush to the other end there and hit. Okay.
So maybe this guy, I don't know, with the if he's probably not base to base, but with the spear he could assist.
Yeah.
So 1-on-1, 1-on-1, 2-on-1.
Got it.
We'll do the two simple ones because this one in the middle, this is my chieftain, hill tribe chieftain, he has some, he's a little more powerful and has some heroic things. So
yeah, he has the willpower or whatever it's called, and I can read through that in a minute. Do you want me to read through it now?
Let's do the one-on-ones first.
One-on-ones,
It's so
okay.
simple.
All right, first 1-on-1. 5.
2.
I win, and 5 to kill you. 4. Move back.
Back. Oops.
Yeah, and then just guesstimate the inch. I'm not fussy
Yeah,
about it.
The bases are about an inch.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's like one base length. Okay.
Okay, and then the other 1-on-1 on the other end. I got
2.
a 6. Let's see if I kill you. No, push it back. Okay, now the 2-on-1. Let's see if you even need to use anything. Go to the guy's stats. Does he have any special rules that are going to help here?
Something called heroic march action,
And
but
what's
that sounds like for moving.
Yeah.
So we'll probably skip that. He of course has a hatred of Rohan. He does have a two-handed weapon. As opposed to a
Okay, we
spear.
need to see what a two-handed weapon does. And then we can also see, how do you use your might and everything. So, two-handed weapons are on page 85. Okay, two-handed weapons. A model using a two-handed weapon in close combat suffers a -1 penalty to duel rolls. When a model makes strikes with two-handed weapons, add 1 to its wound roll. And thus, a roll to wound of 3 becomes 4, 4 becomes 5.
So it's hard to hit, but when he does hit, he hits hard.
He hits harder. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
So that's interesting because we'll need different colored dice in this game. All right. So here, let me give you some.
I got some black ones.
No, those are D3s.
Oh.
You'd be fucking yourself over. All right, so roll 1 red dice for the two-handed weapon, and then the other guy has what kind of weapon?
Spear.
Okay, so he just rolls the normal blue dice. And then, so go ahead.
Ooh.
6. You did not get a 6. So my guy masterfully parries both the sword from the first guy and the spear thrust at him from the second guy. And let's see if I can kill one of your guys. I did! I killed, I guess, would it be my choice? I would want to kill the spear guy if it's my choice.
The chieftain has 2 wounds, and his defense is 4.
Oh, and the chieftain is the one with the spear?
No, the chieftain is the one with the two-handed. So the spear guy's just a spear, trash guy.
Okay. Oh, wait, do you even have a spear? I'm sorry.
The junk guy has a spear. The chieftain has a two-handed.
Okay, got it. What should I put a wound on the chieftain? Did the chieftain have a different defense value?
He had a defense of 4.
And what does your normal guy have?
3.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see. If you had a defense of 4, I would still need a 5+. Does your chieftain have a shield?
No.
Okay. Then,
Question.
yeah.
What does the might mean for the heroes?
Yeah, let me do that. Because this is where it could come into effect. Because I'm either going to put the damage and cut the chieftain by 1, or I'll kill the trash guy. I think I'll probably just kill the trash guy, but let's still look this up. Page 67. All right, Might, Will, and Fate. These points are expended when they're used, so players will need to watch out for the best opportunities to use them and mark them off as they are used up. When a hero runs out of Might, Will, or Fate, they may spend no more points during that whole game, unless they're somehow able to regain them. So might, arguably the single most valuable characteristic available to a model. Might points represent the ability of a hero to seize the initiative, to act faster than their foes, or to summon strength that few ever knew they possessed. Might points are a reserve of resolve and heroism. Spending a point is a sign their truly heroic deed is afoot. A hero is able to spend a point of might to adjust any die roll made, or to adjust a die roll made on their behalf. For each point of might that's expended, alter the dice score by 1. Normally, this can only be used to increase a die roll in order to succeed a particular situation. However, there may be certain situations when might can be used to decrease a dice roll, such when rolling for a maelstrom of battle deployment. So it's normally increasing. Where can I use might? Taking tests, dual rolls. Might points can be used to boost a hero's score during a fight. Well, if I remember right, I rolled really high and you rolled really low, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, my chieftain, the red die, rolled a 1, so
Okay.
even two, both might points wouldn't have been enough too.
Okay, so shooting, might can help with shooting. Rolling to wound, might can improve your wound roll, so you would only need like a 3 or a 2. Courage, using will, using fate. Okay, what other stats do you guys have? Is it just might?
He has might, he has 1 will and 1 fate.
1 will and 1 fate. Well, let's figure out what will and fate do, but might isn't going to help on that duel. Fate. All right. If you take a wound, you can expend a fate point to attempt to prevent a wound. On a 4, 5, or 6 on a d6, then you ignore the wound. Okay, but I haven't allocated it to him yet. Let's see what will does. Heroes may expend will points in 3 situations: to cast a magical power. I don't think you have one. To resist a magical power. A hero who is a victim of a magical power cast by an enemy may attempt to resist it with mill, or to pass a courage test. A hero who has attempted and failed a courage test may spend will points to adjust the score of their test. For each will point they expend, their courage is raised by 1 for that test. Okay, so in this case, it's not really helping. However, there is something called heroic actions. Models can also use might points to perform heroic actions. These are spectacular deeds that can sway the outcome of an entire battle. A hero may attempt a single heroic action at the start of each move, shoot, or fight phase, before any dice are rolled and any special rules occur. Okay, so heroic move. A heroic move enables a hero to move before other models, essentially defying the usual priority system. With me, a hero performing a heroic move may choose to shout "with me." In this case, note their starting position before moving them. All friendly models within 6 inches of that point may also move, so as long as they end their move within 6 inches of the hero. So basically, you can bring a bunch of guys with you. A hero calling the "with me" must fully complete their move before any friendly models can start their move as a part of "with me." Then there's also heroic shoot, loose. A hero performing a heroic shoot may shout "loose" if they wish, enabling all friendly models within 6 inches to shoot with them. Basically, it's allowing you to shoot before other models get a chance. You know what I mean? So like, usually it goes 1, I go, you go, I go, you go, I go, you go. If you say "with me," then you move 6 guys before I move my 1 guy. Or if you say "loose," then you fire 6 guys before I fire my 1 guy. And then heroic combat in the fight phase. So let's see how it happens in the fight phase. When a hero declares a heroic combat, the fight that they are involved in is resolved first. In addition, if all the enemies in the fight are slain, the hero and any models from their force engaged in the same fight may move again before proceeding with the fight phase. This additional move can be a charge into new enemies. So again, this is just resolving your fight first. But you didn't do any of those options.
Right.
And, okay. And you know what? I'm going to assign it to him. So what are you going to do?
To my chieftain.
Yeah. You're either going to reduce your chieftain by 1 health, and he'll have a wound marker on him, or you can use his, I think he has 1 fate point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can use the fate point to roll a dice and see if you block it.
And what do I need to get to block it?
4, 5, or 6, the wound is ignored.
All right. So
Or you wanna do
I
it.
will use my 1 fate point on the chieftain. So I'll get rid of the dice here on my little tray for fate, and then I'll roll and see if I get a 4 or higher.
Okay.
And I got a 5.
Okay, so you blocked it. But that expends that will point, meaning he can't use that for anything else.
That's correct. And he's out of fate points, so.
Yeah. All right, well, no damage.
All right.
And then that's it, right? Yeah, because I won that combat. Oh, you lost, so you have to move those 2 back.
All right.
1. Now, there's one more rule we need to learn. It's courage.
Okay.
What is that courage all about? Because I just read courage, and I'm like, what does that mean? Courage. 54. Courage. Taking courage. As battle rages on, warriors become surrounded by death, destruction, and the horrors of warfare. Surrounded by such peril, the mettle of even the most valiant of warriors will be pushed to the breaking point. Taking courage tests. When to tests. The most common circumstances that cause a courage test are when a model's force is reduced to below half its starting number of models. So we need to determine our number of models right now. You were 24 plus 2, right? So you have 26 models.
24 plus 1, because he's my beefier extra dude.
Okay, so you have 25, 26, 27 models. So when will you need to test?
Other question: the 2 guy that died thematically in that first round, they will come back at a later point.
Yeah.
So it's I do have.
Oh yeah, I gave you 8 more soldiers, 8 more generic soldiers. So
8 more generic soldiers.
yes.
Okay, so so it's 25 plus 8. So plus 8, so 33.
Okay, half of 33 is, let's say 16. I don't know if you round up or round down. It's 32, so that would be 16 and 16 with half a point left over, and you either round up or round down.
Yeah, so if it gets down to 16,
if it gets down to 16 casualties.
That's halfway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and so if it gets down to halfway, what happens? Courage roll starts.
Then you take a courage roll. To take a courage test, roll 2d6, add the scores together, then add the model's courage value. If the total is 10 or more, the courage is passed. If it's 9 or lower, the courage is failed.
Okay.
And then another thing, if a mount loses its rider, it must immediately take a courage test. Terror. When a model wishes to charge an enemy model that has the terror special rule, they have to take a courage test. So when you're charging a troll. All right, and then when you write your army list for match play, you must also calculate your break point. This is equal to half the models in your army at the start of the game, so that's the break point. And okay. All right. Okay, so that's it, and we'll go ahead and do this. I hate how it starts on the angle. I need to find that setting. Okay, at the front gate, the boys held their own and knocked them all back, causing 1 wound to the chieftain who blocked it with a fate point. But that was his only fate point for the chieftain there in the middle, that guy right there. And let's see, we're going on to officially turn 2, which will speed things up. Thank you to Grampus, my man. Grampus gifted a tier sub. Thank you. All right, let's do this thing. Rolling for priority. That's basically a really important role. I win priority, I will agree to freeze my guys. But if you win priority, then you just keep coming. I'll just freeze my back line. I won't freeze my front line.
Yeah.
3.
5.
Ooh, you won priority. Come on.
But I have my general guy here.
Yes.
Has a special passive called Dunlending Commander.
Yeah.
And while he's alive, if you roll choose priority, and you choose to give priority to your opponent, until the end of the turn, friendly Dunland warrior models within 6 inches of the general may re-roll to wound rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes.
Oh my God.
So
are you gonna give up priority to me? I would do it because I agreed to freeze my guys. Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna be like, hold general tag Targ here. Which is 6 inches, so it's really just this combat zone. These guys on the walls aren't affected by that, so it's this combat zone here.
Okay. Okay. So priority to me, which means I'll move my guys first. I agreed to freeze all these guys back here as they rush to the front. The rest, though, I'm gonna pull my 2 archers down 6 inches. They're running and they're gonna shoot as they fall back. And then this guy was able to, and then this guy got pushed back. He's not base to base contact with that guy, so he's gonna come over here and jump off and go right there. So my archers have come down, and I'm wondering if I should yeah, I think the move here is to gum it up. So I'm going to gum it up, and I'm going to go one-on-one with everybody. So we are... So here we are gumming up the gate, and that is my movement complete. It is now your movement.
All right. Do you want to remove the dead from the field?
Yeah.
This is your...
That's my dead guy, so I need to know my break point.
All right, so let's see. It's 6 inches for these guys with the freedom of movement. Let's see. Well, let's see. You can't get anywhere there, but these two, this one can certainly get right up to...
Yep.
I don't know if that's touching the base.
He can, yeah.
This one, he had to move an inch back, so he might not be able to... I can't see with the stairs.
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
Actually, he'll just be just outside. Put him just outside because we're just simulating him going down the steps.
Yeah, so he's like, he's not touching base to base yet. All right, then these 2 guys will move.
Yeah, that won't do it either. So those guys will be just outside.
Yeah, so they're here.
Just simulating them coming down the steps or jumping off.
So, then this guy who is up here, he's going to be at like the steps here. Then the archers are going to start mounting the wall.
Oh shit.
1 there. 1 there.
Yeah, you can just eyeball the rest.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just getting them within eyesight of everyone. So we got the 4 archers to the wall.
Yep.
These can all get right here. So those guys are all there, and let's see. So spears, we said, can, if they touch the base of their buddy, they can kind of help out.
Yes.
Okay.
Spears can help their buddies out.
So I got one extra spearman who's not in the. So he's just going to get right up to his other spear buddy here. So that one, there's going to be a little bit of assistance.
Yep.
And I mean, I guess we're just going to, everyone, even though I don't think the two-handers matter, if someone dies, at least they can move forward a little bit. And the general's going to move right up. And then what's the movement for, so is it just the horse, or is it the horse plus the dude together?
Yeah, well, the horse, it's not going to matter because remember in this game, if there's no space for your base to fit, then, he's just kind of gummed up and jammed up.
Oh, I was thinking he's going to say, hey, General, take over this. I'm going to flank around.
Oh, hell no. I'm not allowing a horse to go up the wall.
It's a mountain horse.
No.
It's a mountain horse.
Hell no.
It's a Skyrim horse.
It's a Skyrim horse. Yeah, no.
All right. So, well, he'll of course get like right up, so you can like, come on, hurry up.
Right.
So that's movement.
Okay. Well, this is exactly where we want Dr. Evil. We want him, kind of in this kill box, and we need to hold him here for as long as possible. The best thing for Dr. Evil is if he can break through right now. Clear your die off of the green screen, and there you go. Okay. So, I have priority, so I get to choose first. We go into the shooting phase first. So luckily those guys didn't reach me. They are really close. I'm going to do 2 dice. This is the red and this is the dark red. Needing 3s. That one hits. That one misses. Dark red hits, kills on a 5. And fails. Damn. Okay. Actually, is it all my shooting, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all your shooting.
It doesn't go back and forth. Okay, so then this guy unfortunately got tied up. So I don't think he can make a shoot action because you can't shoot when you're tied up. However, the rest of my guys on here, bows have a range of 24. So we are all in range. Now, the
24?
problem is,
or 18. Because there are 2 different types of bows, right?
Yeah, there's a bow and a elf bow and a long bow. It's just 24. What's your range?
Oh, I mean, they have
They have bows, right?
yeah.
Bows are 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I read somewhere it's like orc bows are like 18.
Yeah, orc bows are probably shit, and they're probably 18. Yeah.
But just lore-wise, I didn't know if the riders of Rohirrim, they have like, they don't have long bows, or they certainly have elf bows.
Yeah. Elf bows are also 24, but they're strength 3 as opposed to a human bow, which is strength 2.
Ah.
Yeah. Dwarf bows are 18 inches, but strength 3. Bows in this game are supposed to be weak because that's just a balance thing. So, okay, I'm going to take this bowman and shoot that guy on the side there. 3 and then 5 hit and could not penetrate the armor. This guy, damn, that one is not going to be able to do it because there's somebody in the way.
Can he hit this guy on the steps above?
Yes, he can hit the guy on the steps above, or he can shoot off to this side from here to there. But I think because they're engaged base to base, that might be a rule.
And
I'll look that up.
And you're good guys, so you don't shoot your friends.
That's right. So I'll do the guy on the step. 3 and 5. Damn, bows suck. Okay, this bowman I poorly placed, so that one won't shoot. Is there another bow? No, I think that's it. Okay, over here I have 4 bows, so I'm gonna get a shot with this guy to that guy. 3 and 5. Yes, that guy's dead. Managed to get one guy. And then this guy to the bow on the rampart there. 3, 5, miss. This guy to the same dude. 3, no. And that is it for all my bowmen.
What about that guy?
That guy, 3 and 5. Nothing.
What's the range of your throwing spears?
Good question. Spears. Throwing spear is 8 inches.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I don't think any of my spears are good to go right now. No, they're just outside. Okay.
All right.
That is my shooting phase completed, so now it's your shooting phase.
So my bows are also 18? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, 24.
Your bows are also 24, yes.
Okay.
It's just a generic human bow.
Yeah. Unless there's, yeah, it's like, oh, hill bows, those are weak or something, you know. But, okay. Ooh. So, stepping on my own mic. All right. Let's see. Now, I'm saying these guys up here, they can't see this guy, this
No.
couple, so they're gonna probably focus out here.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, your bow knight has a bow.
Oh, yeah. Let me fire that at one of the archers. Thank you for being honest there. Miss.
And he's
I
not,
don't want to
he's-
use a heroic point.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't have a natural badass to his aim.
Oh, maybe. Checking his shoot value, unless his shoot value is a 2.
Would be like Legolas level.
And that was the Hama.
Ham sandwich. Yep.
Yeah, his shoot value is 4. Is it rolling under? How is he a worse shot? Are we doing S wrong? Hold on. Heroic accuracy and heroic defense.
Wait,
He
what's
has. He also has some special rules: sharpshooter, expert rider, and horse lord.
Wait, is S strength and SV is shoot value?
Bro, you're right. Okay, so
So-
did we've been shooting on 3s when we're supposed to be shooting on 4s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But we've both been doing it, so it's kind of even
yeah,
out.
okay.
His value, his value is a 3+, but I still rolled a 2 with him.
So he's kind of what we've been assuming. Now we have to. So
Yeah.
bows are even less accurate,
Those
and they
are even
also
less accurate.
when you get hit, they don't do as much. If
Yeah.
you do get okay.
they're tough.
Now do we
SV might be save value. Well, let me look it up once and for all to put this to rest,
Yeah.
because it is here. SV is. Wait, what? So S is strength. There's no SV here. The fuck is this? It's got to be shoot value, because this
Yeah,
the
'cause
only
it-
time SV appears is when the guy has a bow.
Yeah, it's like move value, fight value, shoot value.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be a shoot value. Yeah, move value, MV.
Why would someone without a bow have an SV though?
Do you have a guy with an SV?
Well, like all these heroes, right? General Targ, right? He doesn't have a bow. So like, why do all characters have why do all the characters have a?
It's not Warhammer mechanics. It's a completely different game. So we can't just assume that this game does all the Warhammer stuff. So yeah, you know what's crappy about this rulebook is when it goes through all of the stats, it never ever mentions an SV. Because it uses a data sheet where the model doesn't even have an SV, but yet there's SVs over there, so I don't understand.
Oh, in that model, does that model in the example not have a bow?
Yeah, no, he's got a bow on his back, Faramir.
Oh,
Why would they just omit the SV from this?
is there an index at the back we could like look up the word shoot?
Oh, yeah. It's just called shoot phase.
Uh huh.
36, and then it's just gonna say what is this shoot value. So we know S is That has to be it. S is strength.
Yeah.
So SV has to be shoot value.
Go 4. So it's like if it says 4 plus, then anything higher
Yeah,
is
because there's FV and SV, fight value and save value. Fight value and save value. Or, no, I'm sorry, fight value and shoot value. There is no save. The save in this game is called fate, and heroes have to spend a fate point in order to make an armor roll or a fate roll, but there's no save roll here. It's just roll to wound, remove casualties. Yeah. All right, we figured it out.
Okay.
All right.
Now, what do we want to do? We figured out the true shoot value.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, we just start from here.
okay. Even though you had one shoot phase with the overall.
Yeah.
So we go with the.
Let's continue out playing it incorrectly.
Okay, so 3s are hits, but then afterwards people are getting
4s.
tired.
Yeah, they're getting
and it's
tired.
going back to 4s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 24s. Once these guys are at the wall, so they're gonna. Oh, but we didn't figure out. Oh, and your Prince guy.
Prince guy.
Missed.
Prince guy missed. Yeah, he rolled a 2.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make it easy, and I'm gonna have all 4 of my.
You're not derailing the stream, Critical. Thank you for the suggestion. I did look up save right now, and there is no keyword called save. So that kind of settles that.
I'm gonna make it easy. All 4 of these guys, they get up the wall, and they look. It's Prince Ham Sandwich.
The hero.
Look at on the white horse, and this will also be good because if I hit him, how does the horse
Fuck you. This is ridiculous. You're using your. We should play the rule to where it is now. No. Go ahead. I'll give you this bonus on my character.
Should I roll all 4?
Fire any characters. Fucking roll all 4. Yeah, you rolled you rolled well. All 4 hit.
All 4 hit.
Normally you would have gotten what? 3 hits, which is still pretty good.
Yeah, that was a pretty good roll.
Yeah. Okay. So then after that, we would need to go against his defense. Since there's nothing in the way, let's see if his defense is high. That is the Bow Prince. Hama. His defense is 6. Oh. It is higher. So your bow strength of 2. 2 versus 6. You need a 6+, my friend.
All right.
Let's see it.
Although.
Yeah.
This is to wound, right?
Yeah, this is to wound roll.
They all hate Rohan.
Uh-huh.
So I need a 5?
Oh, yeah. You lucky son bitch. Well, no, I think it goes up. It goes up or down on the defense. So my defense. What was the actual rule for hatred? Do you remember?
I thought it was add 1 something to the wound.
Is it add 1 to the?
But it's worth looking up.
If it's add 1 to the wound roll,
it's quite a powerful.
Then that's, dude. I don't know if these forces are balanced because your guys hit +1.
Maybe that's why there was a 40-point gap because.
No, but that doesn't make sense because they would need to be equal in points because I have something else and you have that and I have something else. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, 109. Okay, hatred is +1 to their wound rolls against all models of the man. Adds 1 to their wound rolls when fighting in combat. So if it adds 1 to your wound roll.
So if I roll a 5, it's actually a 6.
Correct.
Okay. Or it's kind of the same thing because it's also subtracting, but we should do it's add 1 after. So we look at it and then I add 1, and anything basically if it's a 6 or higher after adding 1, I've hit you. Now what happens? You mentioned rules about if someone falls off their horse.
Yeah. Well, let's just roll first and we'll see.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fall off my horse.
Well,
it's if I get shot off my horse, then the horse has a courage test for some reason.
Like, yeah, if I basically hit you, do I hit you or the horse after I? So I'll do this roll. So all 4 hit. So we're gonna see. So with the 1 extra to the wound roll,
Yeah,
1.
You got 1 wound on me. I have 2 fate points. I wonder if I should use a fate point now. He only has 2 wounds. So yeah, I'm gonna use a fate point, and I'm gonna try to roll a 4, 5, or 6 to block it. Didn't block it. My boy has a wound. All right.
So that's Oh, these things have wound counters, right?
What?
These this is our wound counter here.
Oh yeah, this is a wound counter. There it is.
Well, poor ham sandwich.
Yeah.
All right, so those 4 done. These 4.
Yeah. I don't know if you should be getting this bonus against me. If I lose another wound, I'm gonna be pissed. Because you already have a +1 bonus to your wound roll. I don't know why I'm giving you a +1 bonus to your hit roll just because I failed to hit you on all mine.
Well, in theory, you could have aimed at my, like, hey, look, there's wolf.
I'm not sure. I don't think I can because your guys are in the way. My guys are in the way.
Although they are
Mounted.
on, yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Well, these guys, they can't see that well. They're not going to aim for him. They're not going to aim for ham sandwich. But let's see. I think if some of them can help out, like these 2 can definitely see and hit that guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can these 2? This guy can hit that guy. This guy has a guy in the way, so this guy's probably going to aim further afield. So
Okay.
we'll do these 2 to that guy.
Sure.
So this is still the 3.
Both hit.
Both hit.
You need 5s to kill, or 4s to kill because of hatred, I think.
I roll and then add 1. So yeah, it's technically 4 to kill because you add 1 to the wound roll, depending like half empty, half full, kind of. But
Miss.
adding 1 to either of those is not going to do anything. So both miss. Okay. So those 2 are done. This one is going to hit that guy, or try to hit that guy with a 6.
Yeah, got him.
And then with a 5.
That's a kill.
All right. Take this dead guy off the pool here. All right. And then the last guy, he can't really hit anyone.
Wait, put your guy back because I
For your
want to do
turn,
a
yeah.
summary.
Yeah. And then this guy, he's going to look further afield. He's like, oh, I'm not going to try to hit the prince. He's scary. He's going to try to hit that one.
Okay. Oh, shit. You're hitting with the bows. Hitting with the bows.
He misses. A little too far.
Clinks
And
off the
that's
shield.
shooting.
Okay, shooting done. Okay, when we have these off for too long, you'll need to press and hold the on button, and then it'll go blue, and it'll blink blue.
Blinking blue.
Okay. That sucks because it didn't auto connect. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Okay, at the beginning of turn 2, I got priority, and I fired off all my bow guys. So these 4 bow guys fired into the enemy, only killed 1 guy that was chasing this bow guy here. These bow guys were pretty much inefficient and didn't kill anything at all. And then it was Dr. Evil who returned fire. What'd you do?
My 4 guys saw Prince Hama, and it's like, hey, it's the prince. Kill the, the Helm's bloodline, because that's what our deal is. We want to kill the line of the kings there. So they all took shot at him, and one of them made it through and, wounded him once.
Yeah, I used a fate point, but I failed the fate roll, and so I needed... Oh, you know what I could do is I could use... Yeah, I'm going to use a might point to affect that fate roll of a 3 and bring it up to a 4, and that will block the wound. So I think that's how it works. I'm going to go ahead and spend the might point to do that, and I'll check the rules to see if I can. Okay, and then over here.
These guys fire down at this guy here and miss. This guy can just barely saw this guy, and he hits him.
Yeah.
Kills him, and this guy
took an arrow in the knee.
Couldn't really hit anyone else, so he tries to hit one of the farther archers and misses.
Missed. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. Let's get into fighting. Cool. I have priority. Let's do... You know, what's weird about priority is why does it matter? I guess, like, if I want to kill a hero first before he could do anything, that's when it would matter.
Yeah.
But since right now it's just generic soldiers, let's start with the bowman. This bow guy over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's duel. 5.
4.
I win. Now, to kill you. 2's not gonna do it.
Oh,
no,
one.
you don't get to roll
okay.
because you lost. Go up against the wall.
All right, back against the wall there.
Yeah. Okay, now how does the spears work when I have priority? I guess I would have done these one-on-ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously your spear guys would still contribute. So, do you have any spear guys? Can you do some pairing offs for me?
Yeah, almost all my spears are up front here.
Okay. So you're saying every single one of these 4 fights that are about to happen have spears?
The only one that doesn't is the one versus my chieftain, who has a 2-handed weapon.
Okay. Then I will... Defending doorway. Okay, let me look at spear again. Okay, spear. This is why, you know, you gotta use community resources. They print all shit just in one page, so I don't have to go back and forth. But anyway, spears. Model with a spear may use it. Blah blah blah. If an unengaged model armed with a spear is in base-to-base contact with a friendly model, it may then contribute a single attack to the fight using its own fight value and strength. All right, yeah, I guess you just set it up real nicely. So let's do the first one. Point at the first battle that has the spear helping. And okay, so you get 2 dice, I get 1. Hold! 5 is pretty good. Gotcha. 5. Now to kill you, I think it's like a 4 or a 5. I killed you. Let me kill the... Now, the question is, can I kill... I think it has to be the thing that I'm in base-to-base contact with. I can't reach you with my sword. So, yeah, kill the guy that's in front. And then push back the spear 1 inch. Because he does get pushed back.
Although he can't go back any further. He's got dudes behind him.
Which spear? Okay, then he doesn't go back.
Okay.
All right, and the next fight, which is where?
Let's do this one because he's got a spear buddy helping him.
Okay, so those 2 versus this.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to get a 6. Instead, I got a 3. You got a 3. Remember, when we tie, it is whoever has the most strength.
Fight value, right?
Yeah, and then that was tied, if we remember right, and then it goes to priority, so then I win.
Yeah, and so 1 through 3, you win the tie break if our fight values are equal. So.
Oh, okay.
Because you have priority right now.
I do have priority. Well, then don't I win if I have priority?
Oh, but you got to do one more roll to see if you. So we're
no,
still.
because that would be a roll for both you and me. Because if I'm rolling 1 to 2 or 4 to 5, then I win.
Yeah.
And if you roll 1 to 3, then you win.
Or it might be you win with 1 to 3 and I win with 4 to 5.
No, evil is always lower.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was because I was the lower. So yeah, if you roll one more time and you get a 4 to 5, you win.
Drawn combats. Yeah, so compare the fight value of both the models, okay, and then we do the generic priority roll. Okay. I win. So if I win, then move them both back, and I need to see if I kill them. I do not kill him.
All right. Well, the dead guy dies where he stands, right?
No, I didn't kill anybody.
Oh, you didn't kill anyone?
No.
Oh, okay. So just move back.
Yeah.
Untangled spears here. So they're
If a
both.
model cannot be back away a full inch when they lose a fight, they are trapped. This usually occurs when a model is backed against terrain, such as a wall, or is completely surrounded by enemy models.
What about friendly models?
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about friendly models.
You push those two back.
Oh, here it is. Sometimes a defeated model will find themselves trapped because a friendly model is blocking their path of retreat. In these situations, it's possible for the friendly model to make a special make-way move of up to 1 inch to clear a path for their ally to back away through. This can still be done even if the model backing away could back away without needing a friendly model to make way. Simply move the ally the shortest distance possible to enable their comrade to escape being trapped. The friendly model's make-way move is not slowed by difficult terrain and can make way even if it's prone. Making way, though, is entirely optional, though not doing so will likely result in a friendly model being trapped. But why would you care about a model being trapped? Striking a trapped model. Each attack that is directed against a trapped model becomes a set of 2 strikes rather than 1. Thus, a model with 1 attack would deal a set of 2 strikes against their tracked victim. A model with 2 attacks would deal 2 sets of 2 strikes, and so on. When making strikes of this way, nominate the target of the first attack, roll both strikes for that attack at the same time, then nominate the target of the second attack to do the same. Repeat this process until all attacks have been allocated. Note that you cannot split these sets of strikes. You get 2 sets of strikes for each attack you direct against a trapped model, but both strikes must be directed at the same target. So it's basically a second chance to get through your armor.
Okay. So
Do you want to make way?
well, no, because Jon Snow here is like he's like, hey, no retreat, because this guy, the first guy that you push back, the one died and he couldn't go back any further.
Right.
So he's technically trapped. So
Okay.
when you attack him, you're attacking
We'll
a
get
trapped
second strike.
character.
Yeah, yeah.
Which that can be the next fight. There's also this one versus the chieftain.
Okay. Let's go with that one. Let's go. Let's do the next fight that's not the chieftain.
Okay, so you're hitting one of my
hitting
trapped
the trapped
guys.
guy. 4.
2.
Oh, this is good. So 2 strikes against the trapped guy. First strike is a kill, so it doesn't matter.
All right, then it's the fight against the chieftain.
Okay, and do you get 2 dice for that, or no? Or what's your fight value on your chieftain?
4. My
4
fight value?
plus? Yeah, 4 plus. And number of attacks, A?
2.
So you get to roll 2 dice, and I get to roll 1 dice, because you have 2 attacks, and I only have 1 attack.
Okay.
4.
4 and a 1?
Tie. But your fight value
values.
might be more. My fight value is a 3.
Mine's a 4.
Okay, then you win.
All right. And then I roll a wound.
Yeah, roll to wound me.
And he has
Strike
a
me.
2-handed weapon.
Okay, that was the +1 to wound.
And he hates you.
And he hates me. So I think that is...
2+ to wound.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, you son of a bitch.
So that's a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
Was that the guy?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And then no one else can...
no one else can fight, I think. That was it. Okay. Okay, at the gate, I caused 2 casualties. Oh, wait, no, just 1 No, 2?
Yep.
Okay, I killed that guy and that guy and pushed those guys back, but I suffered 1 casualty right there due to the chieftain who had 2 attacks to my 1. So we're holding the gate for right now, and we will go into priority turn number 3, which I think is where everything's going to break loose. All right, clear the dead. And here's your dead.
And once I get to 4 dead, I'll place a backup unit back here as my reinforcements.
Yeah. Okay, clear your die. Okay, let's do the roll for priority. 6, buddy.
6.
What? What is a priority roll tie? We might have to re-roll, I think. Nice. Okay, priority. In the event of a tie, priority passes to the player who did not have it in the previous turn. So that's you. You win.
All right. Now, so I have priority. I didn't win the roll, because if I win the roll, I can choose who to get priority.
Yeah.
But
You,
so I don't
you
mind
obtain priority via a weird
the tie.
method.
So that means I interpret that means I cannot activate this passive again.
No.
So now when I strike, I don't get to re-roll a natural 1.
Yeah.
So that's good for you that
Good
I
for
have
me.
priority. Because I could have given you priority again and let you.
Right.
Right. But
Get re-rolls.
in this case, since your guys are going to start moving, maybe that's not the best idea to... Okay, so let me start moving.
Yeah, you need to do your
People.
moves first. Now, notice that you... well, I don't think you can move because he's engaged.
Oh, the chieftain?
The chieftain is still engaged.
Yeah, he cleared the dude in front, but he's already touching,
He's
a
touching
base.
some other guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think you can move
I'll
through.
focus-
I'll look it up in the rule book.
Yeah. All right, let's do 6 inches. Now, I think the archers... I'm just going to move, to the steps here so they can see down a little bit better. What do we think? How would one get up to the top of this tower?
Normally in the rules, you would just climb it.
Yeah.
And, so as long as you have enough inches, I'll just give it to you if you want to get up there.
Does it offer
No.
anything? I mean,
Maybe line of sight so that nothing's in the way, basically.
yeah. So if I could move this guy to, like, right here,
Yeah,
is that fair?
that's fair.
Okay. I mean, he's a bigger target in a theory,
Yeah.
but he does a better line of sight. Okay, so that's movement there. Now this guy, he's not engaged. Now the guy for the stairs. So rather than fight a puny archer, let's see. Can he start to? So tip of that base. He can get. I interpret that to be. He can get right here. I can't see from that angle, but is that fair?
Yeah, if this guy wants to come this way,
Yeah.
sure. Gonna help his buddy out. Get rid of that front line. That's smart.
All right, and then
Clear your die.
oh, shit. These archers, I think these two are fine. We may, a slight adjustment just so they can get some better coverage here. This one's not going to climb the tower because I think he's high enough already. Okay, and then okay, I got 3 guys down there. Oh. This one, that one's definitely going to go there. This one, can he do the same thing?
Yeah, you can reach somebody.
There.
Yeah.
But this one, no, he can't. So he's going to run right as here to
Double
do
up.
a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, shield
Yeah.
himself from his archer buddies. So it'll hopefully be an archer fight. And then, okay, down here, I guess we'll, so some of the spearmen are gotten out of the way. So now my two-handed guys can get to the front.
Okay.
Let's see. Two-handed guy. Like a little stick there. Now this guy, he'll stay engaged here. This two-handed guy will move up,
Mm-hmm.
and this, so this spear guy,
Yeah.
he's still going to be here to help assist there.
Yes, 3v1.
This guy, can he move anywhere to like assist?
No.
So he's just
Is
gonna.
he a spear?
Yeah, he's a spear. So
Yeah,
these are my last two spear guys.
Yeah, then he can touch the people behind him and then and assist where you want later.
Okay. So I'll have him. These two assist this guy because the
Okay.
chieftain's probably fine on his own.
All right.
And then I mean, they're kind of just waiting, but they'll get a little bit closer. They'll like spread out, so in case someone needs to retreat.
Okay.
There we go. And also hide themselves from the archer attacks a little bit.
All right. I will respond by finally moving up. We are now in full plain view, and we can see everything that we need to see. So let's start getting where we need to get. So I think it's time to get my archers up top here. I think would be a good idea.
Now, this is once you're done moving, this is the beginning of the difficult shooting rules, or the real shooting rules.
Yeah, it is. It sucks that it's on mine, but we shall take it. Whoop.
Your guys can move, how much?
6.
Oh, okay. Unless they're on a horse, which can probably move just about anywhere at this point.
Yeah. Okay, I want to get... Let's get that horsey up.
Oh.
Those steps. For readability, we're just gonna
Yeah.
put him up here. Okay. And
He's base to base with this guy, but not this guy.
no.
So that's Hamlet there, or Haleth.
Yeah, and then this guy's just out. But the horse can come up to that if you want.
He's also a bow guy, though.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I assume he can do both since he's a hero.
Yeah. This guy here. And then, since we know they went 6, so as long as they're behind them, that's how you fast move, basically. Okay. All right, we are good to go. We are like one step away from a huge battle, so let's do shooting.
All right, let's start
You
with
have priority.
the simpler side first.
Okay.
Let's do these two guys to hit that archer,
Yeah.
which is now it is a 4 or better.
Yeah, force.
Which
Got
one hits?
one. And then 5 to kill, but because of hatred, 4 basically.
4. So, or 5 to kill, but
no.
a 4.
No. So I'm doing the math in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Your 3 goes up to a 4. You needed a 5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So 1 hits his armor or something. So
Yeah,
okay.
bonk.
This one here, can he see that guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Since those 2 missed, I'm gonna have him.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually have. Yeah, I'm gonna have them see. 3 misses.
That's miss. And you got your tower guy.
Tower guy. Let's try him aiming at this guy here.
Okay.
4
That hit.
hit.
No, miss.
Miss.
All
All right.
Funk.
All those archers done. So these 3 archers.
Yeah.
I would argue. So this one's engaged.
Right. He can't fire. Those 3 aren't. So all 3 could peg my guy.
Yeah. Do they? You think all 3 have visibility because he's got on a horse?
Yeah. I'll just say yes.
Okay.
I don't know how the horses work. I'll look it up in the rules later if horses are tall enough to just be able to, because it's like, my question would be, would this guy be able to fire through this guy? This guy and this guy could do it, but can this? I'll just say yes because you're drawing from here to the end of the base.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's try all 3 of them at once then.
Yep.
There you go. None.
Yeah, you needed 4.
Yeah.
Woo.
Thank God for the new system. All right, that's the shooting phase done.
Okay.
Your shooting phase.
My shooting phase. This will be... I'm going to take these 3 archers and fire at those 3 archers, and we'll do fast rolling, and you can choose who dies.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because normally you want to go one at a time, but I think when we find these cool situations...
It's like
we
a volley. Yeah.
We'll do a volley fire. So, 4s, right? Yeah,
Yep.
4s. Only 1. Let's say it's the middle one. And then in killing on 5, damn, man, bows are terrible. There's 2 bows up on this side here, and we'll fire at 2 of those archers up there. So only 1 hits. Does 1 kill? It's a spinner. Spinner. Got him! Kill!
That one?
Whatever one you want. Yeah. And, okay, so we've got those 2. We got these.
You got your bow prints.
Bow prints. Bow prints is going to hit this guy on a 2. Does. Killing on the 5 again doesn't do it. Okay, now let's come over here. Let's do this bowman versus that guy. Or actually, this bowman versus that bowman there.
1-on-1?
Yeah.
That one. Okay.
So the outside versus the outside, he misses. The second guy versus that dude, he misses. And this archer versus this guy here in the back hits and kills. Nice. Saved him from that 3-on-1. And then now, because that's all my bowmen, but because we're Rohan, we're about to throw all of our spears at you.
Are you within 8?
Yeah, let's check. So, is this a spear? No. This is a spear, though. Oh, I didn't fire this bowman who had survived.
Yep.
So, this bowman is firing. He's going to help that guy.
Oh,
Very
so
smart.
you get for turning your back.
Hits. Just barely misses the kill. And, all right. So, this 8 inches. Nope. But, yes. Throwing at one of the archers. That's a hit. That is not a kill. Okay, Grampus gifting a sub. And Pete over here with 1,000 biddies. Angry army assemble. Let's go.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
thank you, thank you.
Impressive.
All right, I got this versus one of those. That's a hit, not a kill.
What's the I know archers got the quiver. How often do they basically have a limited
I
throwing
want to know
spears?
that too. Do we have unlimited ammo? But since
Right
this
now,
is our
yeah.
first one, I'm gonna try to do as many as I can. So this guy
Yeah.
versus that guy.
Yeah.
That's a miss. And
Oh,
8 miss. Yeah, what?
do the throwing spears have a different
No. No, they
Uh,
would the only thing they would have is a different strength.
Okay.
And I can't throw anymore because my friends are in the way.
And you're good.
Yeah, and I am good. So that is all of my shooting. So let's do a overall shooting wrap up here. Oops. Okay, shooting for turn 3. These bowmen right here were able to snipe one guy off there. Pretty ineffectual shooting from, let's see, Dr. Evil's forces this turn. Not a single kill. Really. They all took shots right here at my hero, but all of them missed as the horse gallops up. Maybe I took some arrows to the shield. That's how we explain that. And my man right here was able to help his buddy and shoot this wild man in the back, making that a little more even with those troopers who are basically sacrificing their lives to hold the front line. And that's the shooting phase. Fight phase.
All right. So fight phase from
Clear two of your casualties.
Yes.
You got that guy.
which means we are enough to start my reinforcement thing next move turn. So
Yep.
that's 8 dead.
Yeah.
All right. Fighting. So we're good on this flank. Let's resolve this one archer here to the hero,
Mm-hmm.
which, yeah.
That's probably not gonna go well for you.
Like, does he
'Cause
have
it's
the
a
option to... What? Yeah. What are his options here?
What do you mean options?
Can he? I mean, basically, he has to fight, right?
Yeah, he's fighting.
Okay.
So we do a duel. You can maybe win the duel. Oh, you failed the duel. Okay. So now I attack you with 3 attacks because he's got 3 attacks, and I needed. Oh shit! I don't know. What was your defense?
3.
And my strength on him was a 4. So a 4 versus a 3. All I needed was a 4 to wound, so I killed him.
And it looked the way he's done it. His horse is turned around and his horse back kicks
Oh,
him
nice!
and
Hell
then
yeah!
off the wall.
All right,
All right, that's
That's
fighting.
that
I
one.
just had to get that out of the way.
let's do the 2v1 down here.
Yeah, 2v1 down here.
All right. Ah, yes!
6.
Oh, no way! I thought I had that one.
So one of these to wound.
Well, since you won both, you get to roll 2
Oh.
attacks because it's 2 people that
Yeah.
won.
And they both hate him.
Yeah.
So
4s. Nothing.
they don't hate him enough, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Plink off the armor.
Like, wrap it up. They got people behind them. Okay, now to the thicket.
Yeah, the thick of things.
All right. So we got these 3 people touching base
Yeah.
with this guy.
3v1?
Actually,
Oh, shit.
no. It's this guy's touching base with that guy. This guy's not touching, so it's 2v1 here.
Okay, 2v1.
One is behind him. I don't know if that matters. One has
No.
a 2-handed weapon. One has a shield and
Yeah.
light weapon.
Okay, so let's roll just the dual value.
Yeah.
5.
5 and 5.
5. We all tie, which then goes to our fight values, which are the same.
Which are the same.
So now we do that generic. You do the generic roll. 1 through 3, you win. 4 through 6, I win.
And it's still one roll for the two
Still
people?
one.
Okay.
This is just to determine who won the duel. Good wins the duel.
All right.
And I'm going to attack you. For 5, I kill somebody.
Which one?
Let's kill the one in front of me. I'm going to let my boys handle the one behind me.
All right.
Yeah. All right, next.
Let's do this side. So this one has 2 spear buddies
Yeah.
with a 2-hander
Okay.
hitting this guy.
So that's 3 total? then?
Yeah.
Okay. I only rolled a 2. That guy's fucked.
Okay. Yeah. 2 5s and a 3. So
Yeah.
2 of those. Oh wait, no.
So now you would need to roll a different colored dice. Do you have
Yeah.
any reds over there?
Yep, I do.
Okay, so that would be the 2-handed, and the blues will be the spears. 2 spears and 1 2-handed. So
6.
they all hit.
Like there's like
That guy is uber murdered.
All right. Then
The middle.
we have 2 options here. Well, these
The
2 are both
chieftain?
touching. The chieftain's gonna attack, and this guy, it's a 2-handed weapon. So
Well, he already contributed to a different attack. Yes or no?
no, these
Okay,
2,
okay.
because he wasn't touching base with that
Got it,
guy.
got it.
So these 2 are touching base,
Got
but
it.
they're both 2-handed weapons. So a 2-handed weapon can't contribute to a duel.
No, if his base is touching, then he contributes to
Oh,
the
okay,
duel.
regardless of their
It's
weapon.
The spear that can go through a friend.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so, because is that guy touching my base? Well, let's just say he
These
is.
2 are touching. The
Yeah.
chieftain and the normal
All
2-hander are
right,
touching.
2 dice versus my 1 dice. Ah, fuck.
Oh.
The shield wall has been broken. Go ahead and see if you can kill him.
Oh, with the... Well, I guess they're both 2-handed weapons, so...
Yeah, does the chieftain actually have 2 attacks?
He does.
All right, so roll 2 attacks for the chieftain. Let's see if the chieftain kills him on his own.
Okay.
And then we'll roll for the other guy if we need to.
5?
The 5 kills him.
Dunlend.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
does this guy losing, he kind of like kicks him back an inch?
Yeah, he kicks him back an inch.
Oh, shit.
What?
He chopped off his arm. All right. Yeah, he chopped off his arm.
That's okay. I've got some glue. I can re-glue him. No problem. Okay, it looks like while initially I was doing good here on the wall, it is finally broken. I had 2 casualties on the wall, and now it's wide open. Only the guy on the right, who is actually fighting 3 people, managed to kick the dude back and succeed in killing one of theirs. So remove that guy that's dead there. But now priority really matters, because then we're all going to rush in and try to plug that hole, or Dr. Evil here, if he gets priority, he can sort of break out. Okay, that's it. Oh, and then that guy kicked off the dude. That was pretty sweet. And yeah, and then no damage here. And so those guys need to be pushed back.
Oh, yes, you're
or
right.
do I need to push back? I don't remember who won. Shit, I don't
Well,
remember.
we
I
we
think it
won,
was-
but
yeah,
we
and
didn't.
then I pushed back.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So now it's priority roll.
Take the dead off. And whoever wins this, whenever it's my turn to move, I can choose to place in my reinforcements of 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have 8 reinforcements now?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so just bring them in and put them. They can go up to 12 inches into the battlefield. So measure 12 inches from the edge all the way forward, so they can pretty much start right behind the wall. Let's not start them on the wall.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, but they're not.
But we haven't rolled yet, so let's see who wins the priority roll for turn 4. Let's do it! at 5. Yes.
2.
Gotcha. Okay, that should help out a little bit. I'll do all my movement first, which these boys are... Oh, I can't get in there, but I can form a new wall. Let's form a new shield wall. Oh, this guy can get there. This guy can go here. Here. Two on one here. Get this archer to come around here. One on one. Yeah, that's how we'll go.
All right.
It is on you.
Movement here.
Hey, Joe, when you watch The Last of Us, that would be Sunday. When does the episode come on? Usually episode comes on like at 8.
For the sake of expediency, I'm going to swap out the
Have you seen it?
handless guy here just with a fixed character. So
Sure.
we don't. That way you can keep that in your repair pile. So they were base to base right here.
Yep.
All right. So then my reinforcements. I'm going to choose wisely. Set 8 people.
Military time. Oh, it's out now. Nice. But it is 8:03, so I meant 3 minutes ago.
So these guys, basically, right here. So, from an RP standpoint, you're not really aware of these guys yet until
Nope.
they hop up on the wall. So try to act surprised.
Yeah, will do.
So that's a surprise coming your way when they use their Hillman jumping abilities to leap over the wall effortlessly. It works. It's good to be a hill person, chat. You can leap over walls. Okay, rest of the movements. So I assume your horse guy, you're going to base with this first archer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that. Go ahead.
Just,
Just give me
now these two are free to.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, they could jump
take care of that
down
guy.
or do whatever
So-
they want.
they'll spread back a little just to give themselves some space and better angles here. Maybe help their buddies. Okay, now the main movement here. Okay. Oh, no, this is probably the most important. Now this guy's.
I'm like, yeah, my Rohan are like, come on, let's go, goading you. Come on,
Oh, I
come
will.
on,
Angle this guy here just so he's.
let's go.
And this guy there. Okay.
Fight me. Come to us.
So.
We dare you. Cowards. Men of the hills
They took
are trash.
So 6 inches.
Men of the hills are scum.
Okay, we can basically get wall to wall here. So let's get him to there, and then to there. Now this guy, I'm gonna make sure. So they can get up to
So the
line.
thing about Warriors of Rohan is spear mastery. The throwing spears are a common weapon in Rohan, and the Rohirrim have become adept at using them both up close and from afar. As long as I didn't use my spear to shoot, which I did with everybody,
Oh, okay.
but as long as I didn't, maybe in future turns, I can use them as normal spears during the fight phase to, like, you know, help out.
Oh.
But
And
I already used them, so.
what about the ammunition question?
I could not find anything on that so far, so I think they have unlimited ammunition just at 8-inch range,
Okay.
which is weird, but
You know, have a, they have a spear boy.
Yeah.
You know, they're like non-combatant. It's like a spear, you know. Okay, this guy. Let's see, create a little wall here.
hold the door, hold the door, head the door, hold the door.
This guy will engage
They're coming
him.
through.
This guy will line up to help his buddy here. Now we got my
Oh
big
shit!
boys.
Here come the fucking heroes.
He's gonna ride around just so he's gonna help clean up this guy here, the last defender of the gate.
Yeah.
And the general, I assume the horses are 10.
Yeah.
He's gonna ride to help this cohort over here.
Shit! General just broke through. Gotcha.
And that's moving.
Okay. You won priority, so let me just get this on camera where the moves are now.
Oh no, you won priority. Cause you moved
Oh, that's
first.
right. I did win.
So you get to shoot first.
Okay. Okay, here's what it looks like after movement in turn 4. I've got the bows. We've moved up and formed a secondary shield wall. But unfortunately, on the left side, the General Targ has broken through our lines, while we have one hero back here ready to enter the fray and one hero over here trying to get rid of these archers with some more support here. Little does Rohirrim know there's a secret happening behind this wall. Reinforcements have shown up, and they are crawling up the wall and are about to surprise the Rohirrim's right flank. So we need to do our best to clear this as quick as we can before that second wave comes in. Let's see what happens. Okay. So I guess I can start the fight phase first.
Can we, if
Yeah.
we're mind looking up some rules since
Yeah,
we're getting in here?
We're gonna need heroic stuff.
Yeah, there's the general here. He has another special rule other than the hatred, which we know about. Master of Battle 4+.
Master of Battle is on page 109. Okay, Master of Battle is... There are a few truly exceptional leaders who possess an incredible level of tactical awareness when it comes to commanding an army. In the heat of the battle, they're able to respond almost instantly to counteract moves made by their foes. Whenever an enemy hero attempts a heroic action within 6 inches of a model with this rule, this model may call the same heroic action without spending a might point, even if they would not usually have access to it. So let's say I do a heroic move, you could do a heroic move for free as a response, or, you know, heroic fight, and that's pretty cool.
Wow.
And then sometimes the model special rule will have a number after the rule. In this situation, whenever an enemy hero attempts a heroic action within 6 inches, you roll a d6. If the dice score equals or beats that number, then you do it.
Okay.
But if you don't do
And,
it,
oh,
then
Can you also look up General Hunter?
General Hunter.
That's Wolf's special rule.
I don't see it. It's probably in his rules somewhere. You're gonna have to read his data card.
It's just says it's under the same special rules that like
No, I
Hatred
don't
is?
have General Hunter.
Is there a hunter rule? And there's like, you know, oh, he hunts
No.
generals. Let's see, is there an index here? No. Well,
Let me see.
there's Wolf there, just under special rules.
General Hunter. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, let's ask Google. A general hunter is a term that doesn't appear in the official rules or terminology. The game focuses on recreating scenario. I don't know if that's right. This is AI answer, so it might be a little jacked up. I don't know. It's in the rule book that Jay lost.
All right. And sorry, one last thing since he also has a heroic challenge action. Can you see what that does? Sounds like it's something like he can, you know, challenge like fight me.
$75. Heroic challenge. In the fight phase, a hero that's in base contact with an enemy hero of the same heroic tier or higher may declare a heroic challenge. If the enemy hero accepts the heroic challenge, all other models that are part of the same combat, including supporting models, may not roll dice for the dual roll, provide their fight value, or make strikes. So it's just one-on-one. From this point on, both the hero and the must charge each other if able to do so until one of them has been slain. This does not force a hero to declare a heroic move or spend might or will to pass a courage test to make a charge if required. Other models may not charge either of the hero involved in the heroic challenge. Whenever hero is successful in slaying their opponent, they'll immediately gain D3 might points. This can take them above their starting level. If the challenge is declined, then any heroic actions called by the declining hero will not affect other friendly models until the hero who issued the challenge is slain. Additionally, if the challenge is declined, the declining hero may not use stand fast for the remainder of the game.
Because he's a coward.
Because he's a coward. So yeah, there's just a bunch of heroic actions, and we need to learn them. That's a harder part because there's a ton of heroic actions here of the game, but that's mainly the game. Okay.
I guess you kind of just have to learn your heroes ones really good, and then, you know.
Yeah. Some heroic actions can only be declared by certain other hero models. There'll be, in a hero's profile, there will be a section listing the additional heroic actions a hero can declare. Because normally, there's only universal. Universal is heroic move, heroic shoot, and heroic combat.
And Wolf has 3 heroic things that are not that, and one of them was challenge.
Okay.
But it is your shooting phase.
No. Yeah, we did all of our moves, right?
Yep.
Okay. So shooting phase, let us do these 3 archers back here are going to fire at those 2 archers up there, or actually the 3. So 1, 1, 1.
Okay.
Only 1 hit. And 1 killed. Choose. You choose.
Say you hit the guy right here.
Yeah, okay. And let's do So that was those 3 archers. Let's do these 2 archers. 1 archer versus that guy, and 1 archer versus that guy. Both hit. Ooh, 1 kill. You choose.
Do another. Buddy. At least we died together.
Okay, and then
I'm
we're
doing
gonna.
my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
Thank you, CJ.
Shit!
I didn't do
Join the
fucking
mobile
shit.
infantry and save the world.
Thank you, thank you,
Service
thank you.
guarantees citizenship.
Welcome to CJ, just dropping by to give you my sub. Keep up the good work as always and love all the content you do. And just finished Expedition 33. What a great game. Wasn't expecting that at all. Yeah, I can't wait to finish it. Probably get it done on Monday or Tuesday coming up here, so stay tuned. So I'm going to take this archer to take that archer. 6, that's a hit. 5 to kill him. Oh, so close. 4. Damn. Are you sure it's 4? What's the defense on that? Yeah, because the bow's only strength 2. And bow sucks.
Yeah, and these are defense.
Yeah, it's 5.
3.
It's 5 to kill. Okay. All right, let's see. We can throw that spear here, and we can throw that spear here, and we can shoot here. So we've got 3 shooters at a hero. So
Whose defense is
These 3.
5.
yeah, that's gonna probably be 6s to kill you, but to hit you is just a 4+. Only 1 hit, 6 to kill, 5. Shit. No. Okay. These 2 archers, this archer here, that archer there, both hit. No wounds. This one versus, I guess, that one, nothing. I think that's all of the shooting I'm going to do. Yeah. Oh, let's see. No. Oh, I could take my hero and shoot that guy on the tower.
Mm-hmm.
So my hero horse firing there. 2 to hit. Are you serious? You rolled a 1. That's shooting done for me. What about you?
Alright, we don't got that many shooters left.
Got like 3.
Yeah, because he's engaged. So over here, he's gonna. He's gonna take a shot at.
Okay, I was firing in my shooting phase in turn 4. I killed those 2 archers with combined spears and bow and arrows. I took these 3 guys and took a shot at the general there, but was unable to pierce his armor. That's my shooting. What about you?
I will have this guy shoot this guy right here.
Okay. 4.
6.
Got it. Okay, and then killing on a 4. Yep, you got him.
Right. Then these 2. Let's do that one to that archer. Hit.
Got. And
Miss.
Plinked of the shield.
Then this one to that same archer.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I declared it. So. Miss. All right, and that's all the shooting.
there. Okay.
Then the fighting.
Okay, then Dr. Well responded with the sniper in the tower, killing that one guy right there. And now we move on to the fight phase, which is going to really kind of clear things up for us.
Since you got priority, right?
Oh yeah, it really doesn't matter here since I don't think any of the heroes involved. So let's just take my hero over here and kill you with my hero.
All right.
Right here. Oh, I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
What? I win because my fight value is higher than your fight value, and I'm striking you 3 times. Don't think that did anything. A 3? What is your defense?
3.
3. I would need a strength of 5 to hurt you with a 3+. Let me go and look at my guy's strength. I doubt it's a 5. That seems like a magic or a troll or something.
He is your leader, so.
Oh shit! His fight value is 5. Wait, no.
Fight
No,
value or strength?
You're right. Strength is 4. Yeah. So just missed. I needed a 4. Okay. Surprisingly, that guy lives. He's backed up 1 inch. Yep. All right. Moving on to the next combat. Go ahead. You choose.
All right. Why don't we clear up this
Yeah. The
2v1?
The other hero. That guy is fucking dead.
So 2 things for the duel.
Yeah.
6 and a
3.
4.
You win. And how many attacks does Wolf have?
Wolf has 3 attacks.
And then the other guy has an attack. So 4 dice. Super dead. Oh.
A 6.
Oh, no, the 6. Yeah. Yeah. Guy's dead. Give him to me.
Ah, sandwiched.
Shit.
All right, let's see. Let's loop around this way. So there's this 2v1.
Yeah, 2v1. Got it.
They're both the
3.
Well, I guess we'll do the duel first. 6 and a 1.
You win with 6.
All right. Then there's a 2 attacks.
Yep.
Oh, but one has a 2-handed, and then one has a sword and shield. So the 2-handed weapon is the
Red.
red.
Red gets +1, which is 4. And then with hatred would be a 5. And then the 5 also kills. So kill.
All right. Then we're clear over here. Let's. Okay. So we've got a 2-on-1 situation here.
Okay.
Three and a 1.
Fuck. 1.
Okay. the
I'm
3
missing
wins.
all my fights. The Rohan are stumbling.
So then,
So they're 2 attacks versus him.
yeah. Oh, so one's the chieftain. So
Oh, he's
chieftain
got-
to attach,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then the 2-hander.
3 strikes. 1
Oh.
kill.
All right. And then they're not touching. So this one, it's a 1v1.
Yep. Finally, 6.
2.
Let's get him back, boys. Got him. That axe connects with your head.
All right, and then the final, this flanked here. Let's do this easier one, the 2v1 here.
2v1. That guy's gonna kick your ass. He's mad. 5.
5 and a 3. So one tie.
So you
Tied
are,
fighting value,
yeah.
and then we do the
You-
evil versus good.
Yeah, you go evil versus
So I want
good.
low.
You want low. 1 through 3, you
I
win.
got low
You won. 2 strikes.
because they're both sword and shield. 5 and 3.
Kill. Damn it.
And then we have the last one, the general and the
Yeah.
normal sword and shield guy.
Yeah.
So-
Let's see if I can roll a 6 on this. I'm gonna take on the general. You ain't get no 6. Oh fuck! The general got a 6. There's no way for me to win. And now that's like I don't know 4
So-
attacks.
This general has 2 attacks.
Okay,
And then
he
the
might
other
survive.
guy has just
He
1.
can survive. He can survive. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
And they both have hatred.
Yeah, his head was chopped off. His arm was chopped off. And then he was gutted. And then the horse stomped on his head, too.
That's
That's it.
everyone who's touching.
Okay.
Ooh, what a round.
Wow, that was a lot of fun. And I am in trouble now. I think those 8 soldiers are going to present a problem, as I gave you. I think I shouldn't have given you the advantage, you know what I mean? Because the points are pretty even, and since I didn't give myself anything for the fortifications, giving you just 8 more guys? Oh, no. It was balanced because we needed... No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you added 4 guys here.
Oh,
2
yeah,
guys
I
up
added
here.
guy. That's right. So it's still balanced. Okay, here we go. Okay, so at the end of the bloody melee in turn 4, we lost quite a few soldiers. Oh, we forgot to leave the guys on the ground. I'll do that in the future, but they're pretty much clearing the left flank here with the generals clearing that left flank. My boys are kind of holding the right flank, weak in the middle, and we are in trouble because there's 8 more guys about to come over that wall, and we're not prepared for it. We're already kind of losing in this courtyard. So I think we would need our heroes to get into battle, make quick work, and then turn for this engagement very soon. So I think it's very important that I win priority. Okay. Here we go. Turn 5, priority. 5.
3.
Yes, gotcha. Okay. Here is where we want to do like the heroic moves, because that could let me take a bunch of people and show an example of how to do this. So I will declare a heroic move with this guy.
So just to check, if it's not all heroes have these generic
Yes,
heroic moves.
all heroes have the generic heroic move.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, Targ is the one that counters it if he's within 6, but my guy's outside of 6. And then the heroic move lets me move my people within 6 inches of my guy. So pretty much everybody. So that can allow us to do some of these or make a double there. I want maybe him to get into battle. So let's make a double here against that chieftain. And then let's bring in my horse and then this guy to make a double. And then this guy could also move, but we're gonna leave him here. And then this guy could come in and make a one-on-one there. So that was the heroic move, which costs 1 might. So I now have 0 might with that guy.
Because you used 1 to
One
save
might
his
to
wound
do the
earlier.
fate thing. Yeah. Okay, and now over here, I want to take my armored horse lord and let's move him here. And yeah, and then we want to tie your guys up before they move. So I want to go one-on-one here so that he can't contribute over there. One-on-one here, one-on-one here, and then...
That's your guy.
That's my guy?
Yep.
Okay, well then we'll leave this guy here, and then put this archer here and here. And then let's take this. Okay. Let's take this archer here. Take this archer here. Alrighty. And then this guy I didn't mean to move that guy there. Okay, done.
All right.
Your move.
They're all in the thick of it. You know,
We
things
are
are looking
all
pretty
in the
rough.
thick of it.
And then they hear, well, the Rohirrim have horns. What do the
but
hill people have?
The hill
Like-
people can have drums.
Like no, the hill people have those like jugs of alcohol. They do, and so you hear this long, and then the people look to the east.
We're getting east.
They took our jobs.
Fuck.
They took our jobs. I'm
Oh,
assuming this
shit.
is enough to get us over to the 6 here.
Yeah. Oh my God! Reinforcements to the right. Form to the right. Shield wall. Let's go.
Okay, then the rest of the movements. These 3 are fine to stay here. I like how they're spread out. Okay, this guy. He's not engaged with anyone because he's got his 2 buddies here. He's gonna turn and ride his horse to help with this.
Ah, fuck.
And meanwhile,
Wait, no, he was.
he was here, so he's got
Oh
his 2
shit!
buddies.
You're right. I made a huge error.
And this guy, he-
A huge fucking error. There's my horse lord.
so,
I could have move blocked with this guy, but I'm not that experienced, so this guy failed us.
So this guy can, let's see, he can help out Chieftain Bro. Probably best to help. So let's see, is this a 2-on-1 or a 1-on-1 right here?
This is 2-on-1.
Oh, sorry, these 2 guys here.
That?
Yeah.
That's 2-on-1.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
2-on-1, 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 1-on-1, 1-on-1.
All right, he's gonna help and join the line of defense here.
Cool. Now we
So
can go 1-on-1 there as well.
yeah, technically the chieftain's also, he's got his choice, I guess, because that's
Yeah, but we have to pair off. We'll do the pair offs here in a second.
Okay, so let's see. These guys aren't going to move any further because they're all in combat.
Yeah.
That's all the movement, I think. And of course,
Okay.
this guy is going to stay up here. So.
Yeah. Okay, so the way the rule works is, I guess whoever has priority does the pairing offs. Let's see. Shoot phase, fight phase. All right, start of the fight phase. The player with priority will pair off those models that are engaged in combat into individual combats where possible. So that's why it's important to have priority. So, and I guess I think it's allowed for you to move a little bit just to make clear.
Yeah.
So these 2 versus that, these 2 versus him, and then we'll go 1-on-1 with everybody else.
Okay.
There's 2 here.
Yep.
1-on-1, and then in this instance, oh, that's what's cool, because I get priority. I can say that you're paired off with me, and these are paired off. That's how that works.
Ah.
Yeah.
However,
But I'm going to look at the rules to double check this rule. But you have something as well?
when do heroic actions get declared? During the move phase?
Heroic actions, it depends on which action you're doing, because there's the heroic fight, the heroic move, the heroic combat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're trying to see if there's anything that you can do to prevent that?
Yeah, the general...
I will look it up after I read this,
Okay.
the pairing off. So taking shot, fight phase. When to fight. Prone models. Multiple combats. P. Pairing off fights, page 28. Okay. It says, at the end of the move phase, it's important to work out which models are engaged in combat with one another. For the sake of clarity, any models that are engaged in combat with an enemy need to be paired off in fights, which are more fully detailed in the fight phase. Blah, blah, blah.
Thank you,
You may have a
Benny.
situation where 2, maybe more enemies face a single model. This is called multiple combat. At the end of the move phase, opponents are always paired off into one-on-one fights where possible. First off, all models in base contact with an enemy unit must fight, so make sure all models engaged in combat are still in a fight when you're done. Second, if a model can be involved in more than one fight, the player with priority may choose which of these combats they're assigned to. Okay, so it's a little bit more involved, but the way that we did it still covers that particular section. But we'll do this more involved one here as we move forward. Now, your question, what abilities does that guy have?
The general has something, heroic defense.
Heroic defense, page 74. Heroic defense is during the fight phase. When faced with insurmountable odds, a hero can be ready themselves for the force of blows coming their way, allowing them to lessen the impact and reduce the level of damage taken. A hero model that declares a heroic defense will only suffer a wound on a roll of a natural 6 in the ensuing fight phase, regardless of any special rules. So you can declare it now, and you can say, the only thing that's going to hurt me is a 6.
Okay.
Do you want to do that for 1 point?
Not because you paired off these two, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so. And then that means these two have to be paired off.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is something, should I tell you about the special rules for
Yes.
the
Let's be
active?
nice to each other
Yeah.
instead of gotcha.
So Wolf has the Usurper King active. And it says, if Wolf is engaged in combat with an enemy hero, which
you are.
he may re-roll a single d6 during the dual roll. Although,
Damn.
why would we ever get more than one dual roll? Like, why would he ever get more than one dual roll? That's weird the way they phrase that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't think you would ever get more than...
I guess
no,
maybe if he
dual
had a
roll.
buddy.
No, dual rolls, yeah, because there's a buddy.
Okay.
So he's rolling only one, which is his dice.
Yeah, which right now that's the only one that would be in there. And additionally,
Yeah.
Wolf must re-roll 2 wound rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes against an enemy hero.
Wow, so you can re-roll ones.
Yeah.
All right, this is dangerous. This is the worst case scenario for my armored horse. Well, the worst case would be 2 heroes versus him. Luckily, one of my guys came in and MVP'd over here.
And he does. They still both hate Rohan. So
Yeah.
even this.
That sucks that I have that against me, because it's going to be easier for you. Okay, so we're now in the fight phase, and I have priority, so I choose which one goes first.
Shoot
So-
face.
Oh, shoot face, thank you. That would have sucked for me, because I've got all the shooting. Basically, my 3 archers are going to focus on the new people coming in. So these 3 archers are firing at all those guys. They are within range.
Yep.
We need 4s.
They heard the jugs blowing.
So we got 2 hits, and we need 5s to kill. Come on, we need 2 kills here. 1 kill.
Any of these group?
Yeah, just you.
Closest one?
Yeah, closest one. Okay, this against one of those guys. That's a hit, and that is not a kill. Damn it. This one is a bow and arrow firing at your guy. That's a miss. Is this a bow and arrow?
It is.
It is. Firing at one of your guys. That's a hit. Is it a kill? Come on, spinner. Spinner. No. Oh, so close. All right, this guy versus the guy in the...
Oh, sniper.
No, not the sniper. I'm going to go against some of those guys. Anyone you choose. Miss. Fuck. All right. These 3 archers versus those 3 archers.
Ooh.
We'll just 1 for 1. All hit.
Whoa.
Let's go. Let's see some 5s here. Are you serious?
Archer back.
Fum, fum, fum. You guys threw up your shields, and all 3 plink off the armor. So no damage on shooting. It is now your shooting. Yep.
All right. Let's see. I've got 1 archer up here of the reinforcements. So he can hit just about anyone. Let's have him... take a shot at this guy.
Okay.
Miss?
Miss.
All right, sniper. He's going to take a shot. This guy here in the below him. 5 to hit. And then to hurt him with the hatred. It's not enough to hurt. All right. Then that's that shooters. Okay, these 3. Let's you know what? All 3 of them are going to aim for the prince.
hero. All right. Shit. You coward. Shooting me in the back. 2 hits.
2 hits. What do I need to hit?
You need to roll 6s down to 5s because of your hatred. You got 1. Fuck. Shit. I can't believe you did that. I'm going to need to...
You can do the fate and might thing. Well, you can do the fate and then try to do the... If you fail that, you can do the might.
Right. I'm going to do the fate. 4, 5, 6 to block it. Oh, my God. And it was a 2, meaning I can't go up by 2. I mean, I could go up by 2. I think you can spend as much as you want.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have to take the wound.
So he's like, face me, wolf, honorably. Ah, damn it, my shoulder.
You fucking coward.
What are the conditions, like, because we have them, like, unmounted, right?
Yeah.
Like, how can we get thrown from our horses in combat? We're
Not
worried
worried about it
All
right now until somebody dies.
Then that's the shooting phase.
Okay, we go to fighting. Now, let's see. I can
Save this for last, I would assume, the hero combat.
Why? We could just say that. We could just go first. There's no.
I mean,
'cause
it's the climax, I guess.
Right. No, I wanna go against you right now.
All right. So remember, I can re-roll a single d6 during the duel.
Yeah, which means I am very weak here. I mean, I'd have to roll well twice. All right, just roll well once, and then you just roll whatever. Okay, go ahead. Roll. Fuck you. You roll first. Yes. 2? I got that, but you're going to get to re-roll, right?
Yeah.
4. Try to beat a 4, punk.
5.
Damn it! Hold on. Wait,
What?
I could go might.
True.
Yeah,
You
but
need
then do we
2
get
to beat me?
But then do we get in a might off? I don't know if I
Oh,
need 2
right.
to beat you.
Oh,
so
yeah.
how many mights do you have? I have 3. You have 3.
Yeah.
So no matter what, if you burned all your mights,
Yeah.
then you would still it would still go to our fight value. What's your fight value?
6.
Oh, my guy's fight value is 6. So then it would be up to that random roll.
Yeah.
No, you would win because I'm 1 down, right? So if I spent my 3, that would bring me up to 7.
Mhm.
If you spent 3, you'd go up to 8.
And then,
And
we wouldn't
then
have to
we're
do the tie.
exhausted on might. If that's even a thing, I'm not sure. Can you just expend all might in one go?
Oh.
I'm going to find out. Duel rules. Might points can be used to boost a hero's model score during a fight to see who wins a duel. Okay. The exception is that a die roll can never exceed 6 or go below 1. So we can boost it all. I'm gonna boost my shit to 6 using 2 might points. Are you?
And I'll use 1
Might point to boost it to 6. So what that means is now it's a random roll. Whoever wins, 50-50. You got to roll. 1 through 3, you win.
Is there
4 through 6, I win.
Can we look up what Rook's strength is, just in case it's effective to?
What do you mean? Rook strength?
Look up what heroic strength is.
Oh, that's... I mean, I have heroic strength too.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's...
So we'll assume that whatever it is, it would cancel each other out.
No, I have heroic challenge, resolve, and strike. All right, hold on. Let's see what heroic strength is. And maybe I should have used challenge, strike. Okay, so anyways, let's look it up first. Strength. A model who declares they're using heroic strength adds D3 to their strength characteristic for the duration of the fight phase. This cannot increase a hero's model strength above 10. So you can increase your strength by D3. Do you want to do that?
What would
That's if you successfully win the duel, you would be wounding me easier because your strength goes up versus my defense.
Okay. So we still have to do our duel off.
Yeah, and then there was heroic strike, which adds D6 to their fight value for the rest of the fight phase. This is rolled for at the start of a model's duel roll and lasts at the end of the turn.
Oh, we both have heroic strike.
Yeah.
So we could, before going to the roll off,
I guess we'll do that because whoever wins the roll off will be getting D6 to their fight value. Oh, I see what you...
Yeah, because now we're tied in fight value, so we can try to... Now we're trying to, like, power up our fight values.
Right.
So you just used your last might to roll a D6 for your fight value.
Right.
And then I'm going to do one more.
One.
But I can also do one more, because I have two might.
Yeah, but I don't think it works that way. And this particular one, it's not like you're going to be rolling 2 D6, because I think you can only choose one heroic action
Per, like, turn.
Let me double check. Yeah, a hero may attempt a single heroic action. So
Okay, and so we're both choosing to do heroic strike.
okay,
You're out of might. I got one might left.
your might.
We're going to both roll a D6 to see what our fighting value is.
Right.
And whoever gets higher breaks the tie.
Right.
Unless we tie,
This
and then we tie again.
And then we
do the
tie
completely
break.
random roll.
All right, so basically it's this roll to see who wins. Ridiculous. Oh, no!
Dude!
Oh, you fucker! Oh, that sucks. I rolled a fucking 1. So you win the duel.
All right. Now I have 3 attacks.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't think that's going to do it. All right, so what was your strength?
4.
Okay, that's pretty good strength. Let's see what my guy's defense is. 6. 4 versus a 6. You need 5s to wound. Yeah.
But
you can spend a might point to boost that 4 to a 5.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, that will give me 1 wound, and I have no fate left, so I get hit. And I have 1 wound left. Shit. So basically, I need to win priority next time, or I'm going to die.
Yeah. And you were saying about you could have used heroic challenge if you would have done it before.
Yeah.
My archers, you're saying like fight me.
Right.
And if
Then
I
the
would have accepted, then none of my guys could have attacked you.
Yeah, but I wonder if the heroic challenge wins that initiated. So I think you might still have gotten to shoot, because then the heroic challenge happens after the shoot phase.
Oh, because it's in the fight phase.
Because it might be in the fight phase. But it's like from that point on, nobody can shoot.
Yeah,
me.
because that means if I accept the challenge, then my other guy can't turn around and gang up on you.
Yeah.
But if I deny the challenge,
Then you get a bunch of negatives for out the rest of the game. So you don't want to be a coward and not accept. Grampus, thank you for gifting a sub. Okay, Dr. Evil is in good business here. Since we're here, let's do the other hero character versus the little peon in front of him.
All right, what is this? Just a
The
normal
peon
duel?
rolled a 1. He is surely dead.
Another one.
Wait
but
a minute.
The fight value.
The fight value.
So,
yeah.
okay.
Go ahead and hit me with 3. I think he has 3 attacks.
The general only has 2.
Okay, 2 attacks. Might survive.
5.
That kills him.
How dare you distract me? I'm General Zod.
All right, these 2 on 1. Let's go. Come on. Oh shit.
5.
Get out of here. You parried both of them, and go ahead and roll. You need a 4 to kill.
All right.
No.
But I push y'all back.
Push you back, yeah.
Since you lost the duel, do you also get pushed back?
Yes.
Which is
All right, 1-on-1. 3.
3.
We got to do
Equal
that generic
fighting.
roll.
Okay.
1 through
You
3,
have priority, so you get to roll.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So, I guess it doesn't matter. I want 1 through 3.
You got it.
All right.
Well, it's always 1 through 3 for
'Cause
evil.
evil, okay.
Yeah. So you win. Go ahead and strike me.
3.
No.
Okay. Push back.
Push back.
All right.
Okay, this one
This
on the
front's done.
end. The left side first.
Okay.
I got 4. Fuck you.
4.
Fuck you.
Same.
Evil. 1 through 3. 4 through 6. God damn it, evil wins.
3.
Nope. Push back. Next fight. 4. Stop getting 4s.
3.
Yes. Kill him. 4. I don't think that kills you. I think I kill you on 5s. It's
Okay.
the fact that you're killing me on 4s that's
the hatred.
really hurting me.
Hatred wins.
And Rohan doesn't really have anything equally impressive. Hitting you on 5s is wild. Like I'm in trouble.
Well, as Theoden said in Two Towers,
back.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
Yeah. Push back.
All right.
Go ahead. Next one
Is the chieftain.
2.
Reroll. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. 6.
You win.
The chieftain is the 2 attacks.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
That's a kill. And that chieftain at 40 points is MVP there. Next 1-on-1. 2. Man, Rohan is blowing it.
Tie.
Tie.
Roll off.
Roll off. Evil is winning 3 roll-offs in a row by the skin and a kill. Get the fuck out of here. It's over for Rohan. All right, this is the 2v1.
4.
I fucking lost.
Any
Oh my.
anything for your ham sandwich guy?
No, I'm out of might.
Oh, even for your ham sandwich.
Yep.
Oh. All right. So I roll
Yep.
4.
No. Wait, yes, because 4s kill me.
Yeah.
The
And then your other guys push back.
yeah, the heroes push back. The 2, and then finally 2v1 over here.
Surely.
Are you kidding me?
3. Roll off.
I'm not doing the roll off anymore. I'm losing them every single time.
So I want to roll low. Hey, you won.
I won.
Okay.
Kill one guy. One guy on the line I kill. Go ahead. Kill that guy.
Oh no, you won the duel.
No, he's dead.
Oh, okay. There you go. Take him off.
Yeah, that was. We just got our center got obliterated, and this might be a loss. Yep.
And
okay.
there's a little traffic jam over here.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I think that's the end of the turn. Now let's see what happens. Is it the end of the game though? We're in turn 5. Is there a turn limit? Let's check.
Oh, we should also count how many people you have left for the courage thing.
Right. Okay. No, it lasts until the end of the turn in which one force has been reduced to a quarter of its starting models or below. So I had 26 models, which is 24 plus my 2, and then I got 2 archers and 2 archers, so 8. So
And
26 plus 8 is what?
And
That's
4
what
more.
that's what I'm adding plus 8. 26 plus 8 is
34.
34. So 34 is my break. So actually, I break at 16 models, but lose entirely at another 8 on top of that 16. So let's see if I've reached 16. I've got 6 dead here. I've got another 3, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 13 deaths. So I need, you need 3 more deaths to break my force, and then
That's when
a
courage
few
rolls.
more,
Yeah.
a few more, and then I'll die, and then that game ends.
And the breaking means you have to start doing courage rolls for each of your units to see if they.
Yeah.
Okay.
Courage test. A courage test happens. But let's check yours. How many of yours have I killed? Well, because you brought in 8 reinforcements, that means I had killed at least 8, right?
Yep.
So 8 plus the ones that you have over there.
6.
So 8 plus 6 is
14.
So, okay. So we're trading pretty even right now, but
People are starting to waver.
we're
You know.
starting to waver. And I gave you, yeah, okay, got it.
Okay.
That was a brutal turn fucking, what was that, turn 5 or turn 4? I don't remember.
And you had priority 2 rounds in a row.
I had
and
priority, yeah, so that was just really bad luck. All right, let's go into the next turn, turn 6 here. Well, I think I
Shit.
desperately need priority again, and I got it. I don't know if I desperately need it, but okay, so that means I can move first. These bow and arrows are not doing it. All right, the cool thing here with getting priority is I can tie up these motherfuckers before they do anything. So I'm gonna go 1-on-1 there. I'm gonna go 2-on-1 here, and then I think this with only 1 life. I'm scared.
Flee, you fools. Denethor.
The only choice I have is to come up here so that you can't immediately shoot me with those 2 guys unless you move them. And then let's get ready for this left flank onslaught here by turning all of our attention. It's gonna take you a little bit to like right here. So let's
Hold the line.
form the line. And then these 2 guys are free. Let's fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say let me go against your captain here and then prevent that guy from helping. And then let's do this guy here, this guy here. So we're 1-on-1 pretty much everywhere now. Yeah. Winning priority was the only thing that fucking saved my life in positioning because Dr. Evil would have been able to push his advantage hard if he won priority there. I see this game. This game's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it is your movement.
Yep. Let's see. So I'll put this guy here, and back a little. At least I'll determine where they're going to shoot later. Okay, so everyone's. I mean, once you've locked them up, there's no like adjustments there. So everyone's locked down on this flank.
Yeah.
You're locked down there. They're on a one-on-one.
It's basically
one-on-one,
just
one-on-ones.
these guys over here.
So yeah, this is my free movements here. So I'm gonna see the archer. Assuming you can get to that corner there. So he's gonna get to there. Now the rest of them. What's the? It's probably like zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like.
Basically, they'll be here in like 2 turns.
You know.
Well, they could just come down as well. They
Yeah.
could just go 3, like for example, 3 inches down and 3 inches forward. We'll put them here.
Okay.
So let's just, so 3 inches down, 3 inches forward is basically right there.
Gotcha. These here.
They just leap
He's
off.
in the
coming
second
after
rank.
me.
So they're coming.
Okay.
Can you hold?
Yeah.
That's the movement for everyone.
Okay. Let me get the movement on here.
If you have an epic archer round, you could.
Here, turn on your mic by pressing and holding the power button.
Ron?
All right. Okay, the movement for the next turn has been completed. Dr. Evil has brought some wild man reinforcements that just leaped off the wall, coming to our flank. We're trying to hurriedly form another flank here, shield wall, to receive them. Meanwhile, I won priority, which was pretty much the only thing keeping me in the game. So I was able to bring my hero and engage his captain, his lesser guy, and then get some one-on-ones. I am just desperately holding these heroes with some chaff for right now. I'm going 2-on-1 over here, and I had my hero run away since he only has 1 health to try to get some of these archers killed, and these archers will back up and shoot on those archers. So let's go to the shooting phase and see if I can get any luck. Okay, these guys, all 3 of them versus those. For these 3 against those, we need 4s and 5s. Not a fucking one. The next 3 rank behind them, firing at them. A single fucking hit and no damage. That's the thing about archers, man. It's Rohan archers, are they this terrible? So 2. I feel like goblins. I feel like we're doing something wrong, but maybe not. Okay, so these 2 archers versus those 2 archers, both hit. Well, these guys on this left side are stars. One of them is killed. Choose which archer you want dead. That's it. Okay, so I only managed 1 kill there. Go ahead and pull him. I don't need to film that one. And we'll go ahead and do the heroics. So
My shooting phase.
your shooting phase. I forgot you have some shooting.
I've got 3 left that's not engaged. So let's see. My newest archer, he's gonna take a shot at
Yep.
this guy. Well, let's see. There's gonna be one-on-ones. Small chance of actually hitting him, maybe. Who to hit first? Running out of targets. You know, since it's a random chance, let's have both my sniper and this guy target the ham.
Okay. 4 hits.
4 hits.
You're gonna need a 5 or a 6.
Which is not that.
Funk.
How dare you hit Prince Hama? So they're done, and then this guy, he's. I feel like, you know, archers are just Hail Marys, so always aim for the, you know, try to get the lucky shot. So that one guy is going to try to hit him.
Oh, you fucking coward.
Okay, he misses.
Miss. That's what you get.
Shooting phase done.
All right, well, let's do the fun one first. Always want to do the fun one first. Let's try to get this captain killed and try to turn the tide of battle. So, Hama. What's his name? Hama, Prince of Rohan. Duel. 1-on-1 here.
Shit.
3.
2.
Gotcha. Let's kill this motherfucker. How many attacks? I've got...
Wait a second.
Yeah?
What'd you get?
A 3.
You got no might left?
I have no might left.
I had a 2, right?
Yeah.
My chieftains got 2 might.
What?
So
if you spend all 2 might, then you go up over me.
Which I'll do.
Shit. How does your chieftain have 2 might? God damn it.
He's like a micro hero.
All right, well that means you win. So hit me.
2 attacks for the chieftain.
Yeah.
And he's got a 2-handed weapon. What does that mean? For strength and hatred and stuff?
It's I don't know.
I'll just roll.
Just roll. So 2 wounds. Oh my god. You killed him. He has 1 fate point left. Basically, you kill him unless I roll a 4, 5, or 6. Cannot believe this. No! I lost my fucking hero to a chieftain. You fucking shit. That's it, man. It's looking bad for Rohan. I think it's over.
It's like, brother,
The fucking wild boys have broken through. Clear your die.
Oh, shit.
Unless I pretty much slaughter every single fight here, I think it's over. But we'll let it go one more. So right here, attacking 3,
6.
you win. Go ahead. If you kill this hero, he's on his last wound.
Oh, this?
Yeah, that's where I was fighting. If you get this lucky fucking... You son of a bitch! You did it! You fucking killed him!
I mean, in the movie, they do both die.
Yep. And that's it. I'm going to call it there. That is a Dr. Evil victory. Oh, shit. Which camera went off? This one?
Oh. My first miniature game ever in any system.
Yeah. And you won. Clear your die.
Oh.
All right. So you got to do the GG.
GG.
GG. Good game. The... The wild men broke through and started wrecking shop. I thought we had a good strategy going, like hold you, contain you, but I think the difference was my bowmen were not getting any hits, and then your hatred. That hatred hitting on, basically killing me on 4s when I kill you on 5s. It's no contest. I have to have more troops than you, and I had fewer troops than you. So I'm not really sure how I was supposed to overcome that. But we were playing with equal points. Now I was in a defensive position, but we were kind of ignoring the walls where you could just leap over them, just so that we didn't have to do a siege battle, which has a different set of rules. But it was still super fun. I can see why people like this system and think it's one of GW's favorite, best. There is I guess a little fiddliness when you have to do the pairing offs and stuff, but I think it's cinematic. And I also think those heroic actions are cinematic as well. Now, this was pretty as plain as it gets. There's going to be, you know, when you're playing with other models, there's like big trolls, there's magic and stuff, and that helps add a new flavor and new dynamic to the game. But I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. What do you think?
It was my first miniatures game, you know, and a win. You know, of course I like it. You know, winning's always good, but you know, I like the strategy of it. You know, because you know we had this funnel in the middle going, and it could have gone either way. I think now knowing what I would lead with the two-handed weapons, because when they can hit, they can clear the path.
Yeah, your two-handed weapons kill on 4s.
Yeah, because with the hatred.
With the hatred.
So,
or no, kill on 3s. Because if it stacks with hatred, forget it.
yeah, and
this is if we're playing right. I don't know if we're playing right. We're new to the game. We're brand new. I'm not sure if I think that's the way it works. So.
Yeah, and we were being generous with the archers first with the hits on 3s.
Oh, right,
and that
but they
still
actually
didn't
hit
like
on 4s.
Yeah, and when we were doing that, you'd think that would have benefited the archers of the wall for that first one, but still, it's kind of like archers are like a false comfort.
Yeah.
Well, except for my archers,
And
which
I like
have gotten
that.
really lucky.
It's like you can get some lucky shots here and there. Archers are not going to determine the game. You know what I mean?
Like, except this guy.
Unless it gets real close.
Yeah.
Right. That guy killed the hero in the end. But I like that because you don't want ranged combat to take over. This is supposed to be about getting in your face, just like the movies. Shields, swords, spears. Yeah.
And yeah,
was a lot of fun.
the breakthrough was like so exciting. It's like we're breaking through, because if they, you know, once those would have been resolved, I mean, they would just won one wild. He would have, you know, this MVP right here, the chieftain.
Yeah.
He just would have run up to that mound.
MVP was the chieftain. The chieftain did better than the other fucking heroes. The other heroes did well. But I also have a war elephant, and war elephants are fucking sweet. We could have put a war elephant and just slammed through the gate. That would have been fun. But in the future, yeah, I like this system. I have a ton of these armies in my collection, and I'm glad that I do. I've played this once or twice before, but now playing it on a bigger scale with some cool-ass terrain makes me love it all that much more.
When you get the Arnor book out, let me know. I'll fly back over
Let's
and
fucking go. Hell yeah.
I'll give you all the Arthlodon lore.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love that. All right, guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank y'all so much. Come and join us tomorrow. We got the news, and we will have The Last of Us episode, 5? And I think there's only 6 or 7 episodes, so we are nearing the conclusion to The Last of Us Season 2, and thank God. And then on Tuesday, we have the final arc of Star Wars Andor. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've loved that show so much. Quality writing. And then we'll try to get the Expedition 33 finished and work on a review for that. And I think that's all that's coming this week. What movie is releasing on Thursday? Just to give you guys an idea. Something's coming up. What is on Thursday? Final Destination Bloodline.
Alchemist is right. When is Doom out or playable for everyone?
Doom is the 15th. It's either the 14th or the 15th.
Thursday.
So yeah, we'll be playing that as well. I mean, we'll start on it, but we need to finish Expedition 33. But the day it comes out, we'll be playing it, and then we'll go back to Expedition 33 if we haven't finished, and just finish it that way. But all right, guys, I will take a look at the VOD and read through the rule book tonight just to see if we missed anything. But I enjoyed it, and thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.